Welcome. It is match day live. Welcome to Leicester City against Newcastle United, or should I put it the right way around and say Newcastle United against Leicester City? We've got Jamie from the Fox's Arms coming up. I know you'll be excited to see Jamie again twice in one day, you lucky people. We've also got Keith Gillespie. Why have we got him on? Well, he used to play for Newcastle. He used to play for Leicester City, of course. Get your questions in, get your comments in, and join us today, Match Day Live.
Everyone, it's Christian Fuchs here. I would like to say a big thank you to our fans and keep having our back for the upcoming Premier League season as well as the Europa League. Keep watching Leicester Fan TV. They have the latest news and they keep you up to date on leicesterfantv.com. So stay tuned and thanks for your support.
Christian Fuchs says follow Leicester Fan TV. Let's hope you are following us here on Leicester Fan TV. Good afternoon. Get your comments in. Good afternoon, Kevin. Good afternoon, Rudy. Fee, how are you? She's saying hi to Sean. Hopefully Sean will be coming on later to give us all the positivity he always does just before kick-off. Free Leafy says we need a new backup striker. We certainly do. The transfer window opens tomorrow. Jason Clare, who do we need to sign? I put a few suggestions out there last week. Some you laughed at, some you thought were great. Chris Ward, Troy Deeney, yeah, you were laughing, but who knows? Diego Costa, who knows? Let's see where it's going to go. Fritz Waltman says, come on, Leicester. Nick Moore says, it's a good, strong team. Let's get 3 points. We do want to know which team will turn up. Let me add in Jamie, and then we'll be adding Keith Gillespie in very, very shortly. Jamie, how are you?
How the devil are we? Are we all good? Are we all excited? Are we all looking forward to it?
Oh, indeed, Jamie. Yes, indeed. Are you?
I think I've got some of that Geordie weather here because it's gone a little bit cold today. I think the old fog's coming in over the Tyne at the minute.
Hands up anybody who feels sad and sorry for Jamie out in Mallorca. Yeah, that's nobody, Jamie, so don't try the sympathy. All right? The rest of us are either in Leicestershire, Newcastle, or somewhere cold and wet.
Your choice.
Listen. Before we get on to the team, I can see Keith Gillespie is here waiting. Shall we add him straight in, Jamie? What do you reckon?
Let's add him straight in. Let's bring him on.
Former Leicester City, former Newcastle United. Here he comes. Keith Gillespie. Keith.
Hey,
can you hear us all right? Really good, Keith. Yes, we can hear you good. We can hear you. Obviously, I'm going to say you've got split allegiances today. We won't go too much further into that. Obviously, having played for two great clubs. Is this the sort of game you look forward to when it's two former teams?
Yeah, Newcastle maybe aren't doing as well as what Leicester are. Obviously, I like the way Leicester played this year. I like the way Brendan Rodgers plays, and they are a joy to watch. And I think it's fantastic what's going on there in terms of the way they go about playing the game.
Yeah, Jamie, it's been an interesting Christmas for both teams, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. There's been games thick and fast. We've had two games close together over Christmas, Boxing Day, and then the 28th. And then Newcastle have had theirs 30th, I think it was, and today, or something like that. I can't remember. The games have come that fast. So, yeah, it's going to be a good old slog today, I think.
Yeah, Keith, obviously Steve Bruce comes in for a bit of stick from some factors of Newcastle, but I do think actually he's doing a fairly solid job with them under, fairly difficult circumstances, what with everything going on, not just with COVID, but with the club that's, a massive club.
Yeah, I think the fans are sort of disappointed in the style of football that they're playing at the minute. They seem to just maybe have 25-30% possession in most games, and I expect that to be the same today. I expect Leicester to dominate possession. Newcastle had a good result the other night against Liverpool. They rode their luck at times, but you have to do that at times. But it's disappointing for Newcastle fans because they are such a big club and they've sort of been a bit of a yo-yo club at times as far as Premiership football and going down to the Championship's been involved. But I know myself from playing up there how passionate the fans are about the game and they just want to see entertaining football. I think they'd be the way that they're playing at the minute. I think they would be more happy, the Newcastle fans, to rather than they go to Man City and lose 2-0, but they never really laid a glove. They'd be more than happy for them to go for it and lose by a bigger margin because at the minute it's just not great football to watch.
Jamie?
Yeah, what I was going to ask to Keith, being a professional football, What was it like? Sorry about the dogs. What was it like over Christmas time for yourself in playing wise?
Yeah, I think you just got used to it over the years. It's obviously a time for family, but with being professional footballers, you don't get that as much. If you're playing away on Boxing Day, you're in a hotel. On Christmas night, you always got sort of Christmas morning with the kids, and you train in the afternoon. But I think it's just what the job's all about. Christmas is such a busy period for footballers, and I think as most footballers would say, they'd rather be playing games than training. And there's obviously more games over Christmas than probably other periods. So it is tough and demanding at times, but that's why the players get paid the big dough that they do.
Keith, today's game, Jason Mills has got a question for you. He's watching. Jason says, and I think this is going to be critical to today's game. Jason says, having beaten Spurs, this is Leicester obviously, beat Spurs, drew with United, and then we struggled away at Palace. Leicester seem a bit Jekyll and Hyde this season, Keith. We've beaten Man City and Arsenal and Spurs, done well against United, and then we have lost some games where you look at the table, a bit like today, and you think Leicester should go and win at Newcastle, but a bit Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, I would agree. There's been some great performances in there. They showed a lot of character against Man United coming back. When they went behind both times. So I think with the Palace game, I watched the Palace game, and I think it just sort of shows you how much they rely on Jamie Vardy. When he's not on, there's just not that same threat. So obviously with him back today, he'd be posing a big threat. But I think Leicester have got to be fairly content where they are in the league. They're sitting in the top four at the minute, and it's what they did last year. They obviously faltered towards the end, but I think you look back to sort of when they won the league, and that's the sort of pinnacle, and it's hard then to sort of keep going, because when you've won the Premiership, the expectation levels rise, but I think we know that it's very difficult to sort of emulate that again. But in terms of, as I say, where they are in the league, they've performed really well, and especially that game away at Man City where they were absolutely fantastic.
Jamie, indeed. Jamie, do you just want to talk us through the team news? I'll pop it up on screen if you can see it.
What, you're going to block me out this time?
Yeah, we'll block Jamie out. You can talk us through it. Me and Keith will react.
You've always said I've got a face for radio, Phil, so it's perfect, isn't it? Right, you've got Casper in goal. I think we're going to go for 4-1, to be honest. Casper in goal. Oh, Timothy Castagna. Wesley Fofana, Johnny Evans. It's his birthday today. It's his 33rd birthday today, so hopefully he'll come away with 3 points for him. James Justin, the other fullback, and Ndidi as the holding centre midfielder. And then you've got Harvey Barnes, James Maddison, Yuri Tillemans, Mark Albrighton, who's making his 225th appearance, and Jamie Vardy up top. And also, what I forgot to say, Phil, was Wilf Ndidi signed 4 years ago to the day, and he's making his 150th appearance in the last 4 years today for Leicester.
And thus proving you can make a decent January transfer, which is something to come on to.
And for 15 million quid.
Yeah. Keith, out of the Leicester team at the moment, obviously this season so far, who's been impressing you the most?
The one for me is Justin. I think he's been absolutely fantastic, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's knocking on the England squad very soon. He's very reliable. I think he's played left back as well at times. So he's been a major plus. I think you look at the two centre halves and they're very solid. I know Johnny obviously from playing with him, and I think the Leicester fans love what Johnny does. He's a fantastic pro, and it's one of them never really puts a foot wrong. And he's got a young lad in beside him who's been excellent as well. But I suppose Harvey Barnes is another one who's really progressed this season. But I think it is a really strong Leicester side. When they put their best 11 out, it is a strong side.
I mean, like you say, you played with Johnny Evans. Most Leicester fans, by the way, Keith, think that he's probably without anybody making a song and dance of it, he's probably what made Harry Maguire look like an £85 million player. He's made Kagla Soyuncu look like a £50-60 million defender, and he's doing the same with Wesley Fofana. I think the link is Johnny Evans, who's just signed a new contract for Leicester. So a very underrated, I think, perhaps he isn't underrated, but I just think a bargain we got him from West Brom, and he really has been a big influence on us again.
Oh, absolutely. And I think when he left Man United fans were very unhappy at that, because they felt as if that he was the best centre half that they had. So it's great he signed another contract with Leicester. Because he is so important for them. He's not sort of often injured, which is good. I think he played every game last year, started every game in the Premier League last year. So he is such an important player, and he's got so much experience now. He's approaching sort of 90 caps for Northern Ireland, and he's still got a good few years left in him. I know he's 33, but he's a very, very good pro, and I think you see how calm he is on the ball at times, left foot, right foot, and there's not many sort of centre forwards get the better of Johnny.
Can I ask Keith, and then I'll pass it back to you, Jamie. Keith, who should Leicester be watching out for from Newcastle today, do you feel? Who have they got who could come and surprise us maybe, or do a little bit of damage?
I think the obvious one's Callum Wilson. I thought he was excellent against Liverpool the other night. He is a handful, so I think the two centre-halves will know that they've been in a game. I think Newcastle would be lost without his goals this season, and could be further down the league. So he would probably be the only one. So I think if you can keep Callum Wilson quiet, you've got every chance of going and winning the game.
Yeah, back to you, Jamie.
Well, I was speaking to Gallowgate Shots this morning on my show, and I asked them the same question, and they said Keith Darlow, the keeper, which I was quite surprised. They would actually say, "Oh, one of our strongest points is Keith Darlow." I was quite shocked about. Not Keith Darlow, Carl Darlow. Sorry, not Keith Darlow, Carl Darlow. I was quite shocked at that when he says he's one of our stronger players this year. I was expecting him to say Callum Wilson, like Keith just said, but to say Carl Darlow, then yeah, we've got to. If he's a top keeper, like they're trying to say is, then yeah, that's going to be one of our strong points, to try and get the ball past him, give Vardy that one chance, give Barnes that one chance. Barnes, it takes a couple of chances, doesn't it? But Vardy, just give him that one chance like he did against Sheffield United. He had nothing all game against Sheffield United, and he scored in the 95th minute. That's it. So yeah, I'm going. I know it seems strange picking a keeper out as a strong point, but yeah, I'm going for Carl Darlow.
Keith, Steve Bruce, we just touched on him earlier. I like him as a manager. I think he does a decent job, and he's solid. I think for those Newcastle fans, if you look at the table, which I'm doing now, a win or two here and there can suddenly push teams like that up, just as it can for Leicester.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been a sort of crazy sort of Premiership this year with the results that have happened. And as you say, a couple of wins and you are sort of pushing up the league. But Newcastle's probably been a little bit inconsistent at times with the way that they've played and the results that they've got. They showed a bit of character and a bit of fight the other night against Liverpool. Probably nobody expected that. It's very difficult to keep Liverpool at bay and shut them out without obviously Liverpool not scoring. So they are a bit Jekyll and Hyde as well. You just don't know what sort of performance you're going to get. I suppose when you've got 52,000 Geordies there, normally that can be a big help. So it is tough for them at times because, as I say, they don't have a lot of possession. They don't have a lot of real creativity in there, like a Maddison. We know how creative he can be. I don't think Newcastle can possess that sort of threat.
Keith, just on that, I mean, this is generally about football grounds being a bit empty at the moment, but Newcastle, St James's Park is one of those places where when that crowd is behind you, there aren't many finer places, to be fair. I know we'd say the same about the King Power, and you've obviously played there. But sometimes that pressure of the crowd as well can have the reverse, can't it? I've certainly seen it up at Newcastle, where when things aren't quite going right, having 54,000 Geordies there can sometimes help the away team.
Yeah, exactly. If you can quieten that crowd up in Newcastle, you've done well. And I suppose like most home crowds, if things aren't going well, they can all turn. But up in Newcastle, I've seen it before. We're playing up there, that when things aren't going right, that they will turn on you. But that's just because of how passionate they are. They just they want to see their club succeed, like everyone else does. They all want their clubs to succeed. But it is a great place to play football. Fantastic stadium, and it's a place that I had 4 years there. It was a incredible period for me because the sort of style of football that we played, and I suppose that. That's a problem for the Newcastle fans at the minute because a lot of them sort of remember that style of football, under the likes of Kevin Keegan, qualifying for Champions League and almost winning the Premiership. So to see where they are now and the sort of style of football, it's tough, and it's a gold mine for me because you look at these big owners, you think it'd be somebody comes in and buys them, that there's no doubt they could go and do what Man City have done.
Yeah. Keith, before we let you go, and I'm guessing you might sit on the fence here, but I'm going to get you to do a score prediction for us today, which could be anything.
Hope nobody's is going to follow me here with my track record, but I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, Keith. That's great.
No
All right. Well, Keith, listen, thanks so much for joining us today. It's been
You're very
brilliant
welcome.
to have you on. As ever, brilliant views. And obviously, Leicester fans, make sure. Do you know your Twitter at, Keith? Can you just tell us so that people can make sure they follow you?
Yeah, it's at Keith Gillespie 7.
Brilliant. Thanks, Keith. Thanks so much for joining us.
Cheers.
Cheers, Keith.
Guys.
Thanks a lot, pal.
Happy New Year.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
That was good. A bit of an insight from an ex-pro. You can't beat that, can you, before the game?
Absolutely.
On the Keith Gillespie derby.
I know. Well, yes, obviously. It's a good one, isn't it, Jamie? Just before I know we've got Mark waiting to come on, Jack, Tom and Lox, but obviously we had to stick with Keith there because it's great to get his inside track.
Oh, we don't want J&R, do we? I'd rather have Keith Gillespie than J&R.
Where's R? He's not here. The J's here. We're going to have J and M in a minute. Should we add them in? J and M.
Yeah.
R's gone now.
M. Oh, Mark.
Yeah, it's Mark.
Oh,
Let's start. Guys, you've been waiting patiently. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Sorry, we had to stick with Keith there. He was giving us some nice insider thoughts. So let's start with you, Mark. What's your views, Mark, on today's team news?
I'm just happy that all Brighton's back in. Get some decent balls into the box.
I mean, we always call Jack. We always say Mark Albrighton is Mr. Consistency. For me, he always gives you a 7 or 8 out of 10. There was a game a few weeks ago, actually. I felt like he had a 5 or 6 game, which is very unusual. But he generally is consistent, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a very underrated player in other fans' eyes who support other clubs. But I rate him as a player, Mark Albrighton. He gives 110% every time he plays in a Leicester shirt, and that's what you want from a player. Someone who can track back and help out, and he does everything on the pitch, the crosses, the defending, the midfield job. He's an overall fantastic player, Mark Albrighton, and, it helps out the younger players as well, like James Justin on that right-hand side. It helps improve his game as well as Mark Albrighton his own.
Yeah, Jamie?
Sorry, the dogs are barking. Yeah, I love Mark Albrighton. I think he's fantastic. Bringing him in, like Mark says, puts the crosses over. Very rarely gives you less than 7, 8 out of 10 every week. I know the other week he didn't have the best of games, but yeah, I quite like Albrighton being on that side. Gives a bit of a balance down. Whether he plays right or left, whoever's defending behind him, whichever fullback's behind him, it gives him that bit more security behind him and a bit more strength down either side. So yeah, Albrighton, 110% today. I think you'll get from him. Perfect.
Mark, Keith Gillespie there was singing the praises. When we were talking about which Leicester player is he thinking having the biggest impact, he was pulling out James Justin there. What's your views on James Justin recently?
He's been absolutely fabulous. Luton fans, I had a guy I work with who sent me a text saying that you've got the best player that they've ever had. And I believe that to be true.
I know when we signed him, they did say you've just signed England's future fullback.
Yeah.
Jamie, we've not really got onto the team formation yet. What's your views on how that's going to set up? A 5 at the back?
Well, it could go either way, couldn't it? But I think, to be honest, it will be a 4-1-4-1. I can't, because if you play 3 at the back, JJ's there. Yeah, Albrighton could drop in at fullback and Castagna could play at the other wing back. Sorry. So yeah, you could play a 3 at the back with wing backs, but I think it'll be a 4-1-4-1. It'll be more influential up there.
Do you think Albrighton will play as in the second four then, as a more
Yeah.
winging
Yeah,
midfielder?
with Barnes, Madison, Tillemans, and Albrighton. But then it could also be, like you say, a 5 at the back, a 3 at the back with 2 wing backs, quite easily. But he's got the formation to swap and change quite easily. And you know what Brendan Rodgers likes throwing in these curveballs.
Yeah, indeed. A few fans' comments coming in here. LCFC Arikiz on YouTube is saying it's going to be a 4-2-3-1. Jack, how would you set up a 4-2-3-1 out of that team?
Well, you'd start with Castagno, Evans, Fofana, and James Justin, and then he'd probably play Tillemans and then Dede, and then play Barnes, Albrighton, and Madison, and then Vardy up front.
I'd be interested to see if he does go for that one. Terry says, good to see James Justin linking up with Albrighton. It's almost like Albrighton's helping him develop as a player, I think. Reese says, if Albrighton plays, then Justin gets the licence to go forward more, which is another positive out of it. Gray, good afternoon. Thanks for watching. Jake Short saying 1-3 to Leicester with Barnes, Vardy and Madders to score. Mark, if it's all right with you, can I ask you about Harvey Barnes? He's a lot of the pundits, when you watch the matches, highly raving over Harvey Barnes, as are a lot of the fans. He's definitely improved this season from last year, hasn't he?
He has, and I get so excited when he gets the ball. It's just hit and miss on his end results, whether he can stick it in the back of the net or not. And when he does stick it in the back of the net, it's normally a cracker. But I rate him. I like him. I don't want to see him go anywhere. But I just when he's on song, he's unstoppable. But when he's not,
Yeah, Jamie, I've just put it on screen. James Moore saying it's 3 at the back. Jamie's muted himself. Let me.
Sorry, yes.
I know why.
The formation could be 3 at the back. It could be 4 at the back, quite easily. Either way, either formation. Like I said, it's very fluid. We just don't know until the kick-off. We just do not know what it's going to be, do we? To be honest, like you say, 3 at the back quite easily. It could be a 4 at the back. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see in 5 minutes.
Yeah, indeed. Mark and Jack, it's the J and the M. I'm going to let you both go. Thanks so much for joining us. Okay, chaps.
See you later.
All right. We'll see you later.
Sorry, guys.
Cheers to Jack. Cheers to Mark. Thanks for joining us. Lox, are you ready? Tom, are you ready? Here we come. In comes Tom. In comes Lox.
Lox is Tom's at the ground already.
Magic.
The magic of a green screen. Oh, I've just put. Here he is. There he is. Listen, chaps, let's start with you, Lox, briefly. What's your views on the team? We've been arguing there a little bit about what the formation could be.
Yeah, but is my connection okay?
Yeah, you're looking absolutely fantastic, Lox.
Lovely, thank you. New year, same me. Let's
start. Are you sober, Lox?
Yeah, I've had a gin, but I'm all right. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. It's the first day in about 2 weeks I've made it to 2 o'clock sober, so I'm all right.
Trust us, people who are watching don't have to put up with the messenger chats we have with Lox sending us videos of him singing when he's had a couple of sherbets.
I think they did. I think some people got it as well.
So. We've seen it.
But yeah, anyway, I'm happy with the team. You know, is it the same as United game, isn't it? So it's one of the strongest 11s with the players that are available, I suppose. So yeah, obviously Ndidi in the team, we're always a better side when Ndidi's in there, of course. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say really. It's going to be a good game, I think.
Well, Reese is asking, so's Neil. Let's go to Tom. Any views on what should be the Goldilocks, Tom?
Apparently there's no Goldilocks. Apparently, Lox is chicken out of any more Goldilocks because it's a new year.
Well, he's gone then.
Well, I said that at the time.
There's no Goldilocks.
He's not, he's not his place. You know what I mean?
Well, Lox, we are doing a Goldilocks because it's so much fun. Let's see if anybody who's watching wants Lox to give up doing the Goldilocks, and then we'll stop it. If anybody puts in the comments they want you to carry on, Lox, then we have to carry on, don't we?
I think we should do Fofana anyway to score today.
I was going to suggest we're going to do a Goldilocks bet every 2 weeks now instead of every week.
Are you getting nervous for Lox?
To be fair, I've done it for about 10, 11 weeks. You know what I mean? 11 weeks. So
I know, and that's why we just carry on. Look, Kevin says carry on. Fee says carry. You can't let Fee down.
You can't let the fans down, Lox.
Reese says carry on.
He
Come
would,
on.
wouldn't he?
He
I've not got as
would.
much hair as him to lose, have I?
I know Reese's hair is getting longer every time he puts a profile pic up. Gray says carry on.
All right, well,
Reese
what we'll do...
says carry on. Everybody, look, hang on. It's just...
That
no way.
comment, every home game, Andy's comment will... Every home game, right? So it's not today.
Because it's a new year. Come on, it's a new year. Just do what last away game. Can't drop it now.
Yeah, no, I'm going to overrule you here. I'm going to join in with CK, who says every week or you're fired, mate.
Okay, every away game then. Every away game.
Oh,
We'll
every week?
Not every week. Anyway, let's move on. We'll do it today, and the bet is, I like this
Fofana.
one here. No, not for... Yeah, we'll do Fofana. Fofana to score.
Doesn't matter where it's from. Doesn't matter header, volley, cross, long shot.
Fofana to score.
Yeah,
look,
go with that.
Nick says here the only reason he watches us lot is to watch the Goldilocks. Chaps, we've done it now. Fofana to score anytime with any bit of his body, and it's gone. What a way to start the new year. Listen, chaps, the game's about to kick off, isn't it? Jamie, can we have your score prediction again, please?
Do I need to give you it for an away game?
Oh, it's a Desmond, is it?
Yeah, but every time I've said away game, we've lost once. We have lost once. Every time I've gone for 2-2 away from home. So I'm sticking with 2-2. Why should I change it? It's a lucky score.
2-2 then for Jamie. I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester. Lox, how about you?
1-1.
1-1 for Fofana to score the 1. Tom?
4-0.
4-0 to Leicester. You heard it here first.
I hope so.
Chaps, it's time for me and Jamie to go and watch the match and you guys to do the watch along. Thanks everybody who's joined us, especially Keith Gillespie before the game. I'll see you guys at half time.
Mate, they're just coming out on the pitch.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Move over, Tom. I can't see.
It's gone a bit blurry then.
Right, let's get
this
out.
Switch There we go.
Let's Ross, mate, come back at half time. You're late, Ross. Half time. Or if we score, Ross, if we score a goal, come on, mate. We'll get you in. Yeah. So.
Down off my head.
Oh yeah, 1 sec. There we go.
I don't mind the Newcastle.
You got a logo there. You got a Newcastle Leicester logo. Right, let's get this typed out quickly. So the players are just about. Are we level, Tom? Tell me when you kick off.
Taking the knee, and Roger's got a big smile on his face. Why shouldn't he? Third in the Premier League, and they're off.
Yeah, we're level.
It's a start. We're not
better
gonna
than Amazon, eh?
Not going to have Palace all over again.
This is what I said, though, mate. Yeah, I said, to be fair, like, obviously, I mean, I know Man City and Chelsea are playing later, so I'm guessing all the Sky Sports coverage is about that. Oh, cheers, Gray, starting the game off well. I saw you got another one in as well a bit earlier on, Gray, so thank you, mate. Appreciate both of them.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I know Chelsea and Man City are related, so I'm guessing the Sky Sports coverage is about them. I did see a funny graphic. They brought up Man City versus the big six, and our result weren't on there, so that's quite funny. But yeah, what I was going to say, mate, was in terms of Amazon, look, the coverage, spot on. The coverage, on the post-match, pre-match, halftime analysis. It's just the people at different parts of the game, because it lags a little bit. That's the problem.
Like you say, that's the biggest frustration, because the actual program and the producers have done it. You can't fault it. The job's fantastic. They do. You tune in to watch a game of football. You want to see the build up to that game. You then want to hear the analysis at half time, and then you want to hear a full time report. Plus interviews from the managers and everything like that. Where like you say with Sky on a Sunday, they got that many games on. You get your game and then boom, end of the match, finish 2-1, you get about 10 seconds and then straight to the next game and you've not seen anything what's happened after. So, Amazon do it well, but they've got to work on somehow making sure it runs in time with everyone else. There's no lagging.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Please click the like button on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Please click the subscribe button on YouTube. And as Gray has done, if you're enjoying this watch along and you're in a position to do so, drop us a super chat, help us grow and get bigger. And yes, Gray, Tom did just say your name right. Not Gary.
Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
You've gone for a 4-0, Tom. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm positive today, mate. I really am. I know Newcastle did very well the other night. I did watch them. They defended for their lives at times against Liverpool. And Liverpool, well, they should have seen the game out. I don't care what anyone says about it. It's a cracking result. It was a cracking result for Newcastle, but you can't. Liverpool had that many chances to finish that game off there. And
Madison here with the ball.
Edge of the area. Madison tries to roll in Vardy edge again. Madison shoots wide. The post it drifts. Left foot tried to bend it across the goalkeeper and it just bent wide. His first effort, he tried to lay in Vardy. Newcastle player down. I think it's Longstaff's gone down the middle of the park for them. So Madison picks it up. He tries a little slide ball through to Vardy. Ricochets to him. Madison then tries to bend one and he whips it wide of the goalie's left-hand post. Probably a good 5-6 feet wide. It was wider than you thought, but it was a good try. Down it.
Look at that, eh?
It's not a Leicester Fan TV, mate.
Mate, you need to send me one, please. Send me one. I want one, please. It's the company that does them, because if they do,
it's a special people, mate. You know, it's who you know.
Have a chat with them for me, mate, because I want one of these.
Barnes runs at the Newcastle fence. Saul tries to slow Vardy, all just a bit cleared by Newcastle. And 3 minutes in, and it is all out Leicester. Johnny Evans, lovely header, leans over the top of the striker.
All Leicester so far.
All Leicester, 3 minutes in. Whips in by Cassagna. Vardy tries a flick. Good block by Newcastle, because otherwise it got a chance. Vardy clips into the back post, headed away by the defence. The goalkeeper came out as well to claim it. Newcastle are all over the place at the back. Yeah, good positive start after 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Fafana steps in, gives it to Ndidi. Johnny Evans will go back to Casper and calm it down there because it got crowded in the middle of the park. But cracking start by Leicester. Arsenal finish above Leicester.
Hold on, it's New Year's, not April Fools. Crying out loud.
Allardyce is going to Arsenal. Picture. Remember that, mate. Just remember, Allardyce is going to Arsenal soon. Madison's gone down, holding his ankle there. And Ndidi will win the ball back. What an interception by Ndidi.
Great, I'll sort you out, mate. I'll sort you out.
He got the ball? What's that one?
Like it's all one. Oh, great. Yeah. Can I get a Leicester Fan TV glass? I'll sort you out.
I'm sure we can
I'll have a chat with Tom. I'll have a chat with Tom after this.
Sure, we can get something sorted for you, mate. No problem.
I did ask Tom about these glasses about 4 months ago, and I didn't get a response, so I'll try again later.
Hold on.
But yeah, brilliant first five. Someone says here, Tom. Ryan says, Ryan Pettit, brilliant first 5 minutes.
And Coaster.
Oh, no way. Hey, nah, I want it. Who? Let us know, guys. Let us know in the comments. Who would show us the glass and the thingy, Tom? Show us them both together, guys. Let us know in the comments. Right? Would you want one of these? Would you buy? Would you even buy it? Would you buy these? Look at that. That's amazing, mate.
There we go. There we go. Can we arrange?
Yeah, let us know, guys. Let us know. Ryan says I'll pay. Ryan would pay for them. Yeah, they're good, mate. They're quality. I think this is Joe Linton down for Newcastle in the middle of the park.
So Andy Carroll might come on then.
Don't, mate, because he's the one, and he'd do something, wouldn't he? Fee would, Tom. Fee would be up for it. So yeah, guys, let us know if you'd be up for them. I definitely would.
I'm sure I can put something in the group with film, and we'll get a post put up about it, and then we'll sort something out.
Dave Gavin, thank you very much for the €4 super sticker. I kept saying pounds last time you did it. Euros, sorry. €4 for the super sticker, mate. We really appreciate that. Jay would have it. Great, right? That's it then. That's enough. Yeah, we'll get it sorted, and we'll have a chat about it, and we'll let you guys know.
Johnny whips ones to down the middle. Tries to find Madison, doesn't, but Vardy will run onto the end of it anyway. Vardy will have it on the right hand side of the box. They've got a runner. Tries to. Brighton twists and turns, just runs away from him. But it's all at Leicester. Oh, Brucey's holding his hands up. He's looking for a doner kebab. He's like, what time's the chip shop open?
Yeah. The Sam Allardyce one gets me, mate. Doner kebab, chicken kebab, fish and chips. What should I get?
After watching West Brom the other night, and he slumped in his chair after the West Brom centre after the Frank Sinclair. I don't think I could react. Good play by Justin, holds the ball in, goes to Albrighton, who'll win a throw to Leicester. I mean, 7 minutes in, it's all out Leicester at the moment. They'll say we're not had a clear chance. No, Maddison put one by, but it's a positive start that we're keeping the ball. We're pushing it around the park quickly. We're really trying to make Newcastle work to get his ball or get near the ball.
Yes. I forgot today as well. I mean, I know Jamie's been on since, but Happy New Year. Me and Tom haven't been on since New Year, so Happy New Year, everyone. I feel much better than I did on Boxing Day.
You bailed on Friday on New Year's, didn't you?
Yeah,
the day when you're supposed to do the show.
Let's not get into quiz chat. I wasn't hungover actually. I wasn't. I was tired because it was a late night, but I wasn't hungover. So not like Boxing Day, mate. Boxing Day is the worst I've felt in a long time. But
most away points: Leicester, Man U, both on 19. Everton and Villa, both on 16. So is it all about having what we've done?
7, is it? 6 wins in the last 7.
Yeah, we've only lost one and drawn one. Lost to Liverpool and drawn against Palace. And well, unless we talk about Palace, that's a foul referee. Yeah, free kick to Leicester, ball to the back post. Yedlin jumped up at the back post and took out Cassagna. Good to see Timmy back in the squad today. You know, obviously against Palace, it was too quick turnaround to get him another game time. But so we don't want to rush these players back.
Jono Towers, $4.99. Cheers, mate. Afternoon, chaps. Need to brew to LCFC Fan TV gin. All about the merch, mate. There's another one. We'll get it. We'll have a chat with Phil, guys, and we will sort something out. We can promise you that. I want it. I want it more than anything. So yeah.
Fafana breaks forward. Ooh. Sorry, Lox. I just panicked there.
Don't.
Switch of play by Barnes to the back post. Ooh, lucky boy there, Clark, at the back. Because if he misses it, it's falling to the foot of Albrighton with about 8 yards out. Who's got a chance of shot on goal.
Really appreciate that, by the way. We'll let you know. We'll let everyone know. Tom, the two Longstaff brothers starting in midfield for the first time since January last year. There was a big hype about them, wasn't there? Oh,
Vardy's through on goal. Pulled it back. Tillemans.
Oh,
he pushed it by Barnes.
I think it was offside.
Anyway, flag goes up. Again, it would have been a close one. I think, if I'm honest, Vardy were probably just offside. Tillemans just can't get onto the trot. Yeah, his foot is in. He would have been offside anyway. But it just shows you, 9 minutes in, we've got our first breakthrough of that back line with a Vardy run. And it wasn't even a long pass. What we're talking, 4 yards, he made that pass into the box. There wasn't much room to make it. Tillemans got it spot on. The second pass from Tillemans to Cassagna was awful. But it's a good start there from the boys.
Yeah. Great. Oh, yeah, Jono, let us know. Make sure you're there for the Friday quiz. This Friday, it's the quarterfinals. There's 2 more quarterfinals games, and then we've got the semi-finals.
Afternoon, Roy.
Afternoon, Roy. Owlhead. Looks like an owl, doesn't he? Expect Newcastle to surrender all possession. We'll see. Possession, sorry. But yeah, I mean, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, Newcastle are playing around at the back now. Obviously, Newcastle like to counter-attack. That's what they did against Liverpool. They have got players like Wilson who will run for them. As talked about, he picks the ball up. Referee gets in the way. There's a rule states now. The referee has to stop the game, give the ball back to Newcastle.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year. Cheers, all.
You're retiring anytime soon. Chin chin. Newcastle have the ball back. No, I mean, look, Newcastle will want to counter-attack. That's going to be their game plan. They are going to want to try and do it. They haven't really got much ball over the top. Wilson tried to hold it up in the box and it just goes in.
7:30, Jono, 7:30. We'll see you then.
Yeah. So Newcastle aren't going to really try and do much. They're not going to try and press us because they don't want to lose any territory to us. They don't want to lose any space. Look at them now. They're just jogging side to side. Quite happy to let Tillemans pick it up. Let a little player run towards him, pass it back to Tillemans again. No one closes him down. Out to Maddison. Albright's gone down off the ball there, so I don't know what happened. Wins the ball. Tillerman's first time out to Barnes to Cassagna on the left. He'll come inside. Back to Ndidi. It will go across the halfway line to Fofana. He'll go to Tillemans. Tillemans will pick it up. Inside ball to Maddison. Maddison to Vardy. Vardy round the keeper. Jamie Vardy!
It's off. I think it's off. I think it might be off, mate.
Flag goes up. Oh, lovely play by Leicester.
It's offside. It's offside.
But, the flag has gone up. Now, VAR, are we going to review this? Is it close? Is it not close?
He's off.
He's off. But very tight margins. It's not, it's not a wide open one. That was close. But what play from Leicester?
Good play. Yeah.
Newcastle could not get near Tillemans at times there and Maddison to get the ball in. That's the first warning. 12 minutes in, they've already had the ball in the net. And luckily, it's offside. But brilliant play by Leicester there, moving the ball around fantastically.
Yeah, warning signs there for Newcastle, definitely. But yeah, ball in the back of the net there for Leicester already. I mean, what a start Leicester have made to this game. Ball in the back of the net. It is offside though.
He wins the ball back with his legs. Ball over the top to Vardy. He's onside this time. Has to go towards the corner flag though. He'll try and whip one in. It'll just get blocked and Newcastle win the ball back. Again, played Albrighton there. Closed Matrici down. Newcastle are trying to play out from the back here. Risky play. Tried it last time and they conceded 2 goals last year against us doing it. Long ball up. Cassagna misses the header. He'll fall to Almiron. He'll go backwards. But again, we're looking for that ball in behind and we know it's there. Newcastle.
Tom.
Do you think Martin Tyler sums up shit we want to drink? Yes. He
sounds like it sometimes. But yeah.
Of course he does. He's got to keep warm.
John, I think Martin Tyler is more, don't be silly, grey. I'm as professional as it gets. Minton and Harminton. I'm not a Leicester fan, but I want you to win because I hate Newcastle. Fair enough. It's not Martin Tyler, it's Rob Hawthorne. No, I know, but they were just... Is it Rob Hawthorne commentating the game? Yeah.
I think so. I haven't turned it on.
Martin Tyler saving himself for the big game, the big Obviously. 6 and all that. But yeah, great start from Leicester, mate. I hope we can just kind of maintain this, really.
Ball wide. Tillerman try first time. It bobbled up, in fairness, in front of him, and it went over Justin's head for a throw to Newcastle.
Fee is very observant. The tree is down.
Spotted. So, I didn't notice that.
No.
I wasn't looking for your
tree. I've been attacked by it a few times when I've gone back and I've hit my head on it. No more of that. It's amazing how much more room you have. How much more room there is when the Christmas tree comes down. It's amazing. It's like a new room or a new house. Good interception from Justin.
Is it me or is Maddison playing poor so far? I won't say poor. I mean, that first chance, Vardy just slipped the ball through him to score nearly. I think the problem is a lot's expected on Maddison all the time, and we can remember this lad is young. Ball to Barnes, turns halfway line, starts running at the Newcastle fence. Poor ball, poor ball, right idea. Maddison there trying to close it down and luckily doesn't win it. Newcastle will try and pop it around the middle of the park. Maddison closes again.
And what we will as well add, I'll quickly add, I think from now, Tom, there's the new rule, the concussion rule is now in place as well. If a player gets concussion in the match or gets a head injury and he needs to come off, it will be an extra substitution. So, if let's just say... so if indeed he had a head injury and he had to come off, you would still have 3 substitutions after that. So that's the new rule in.
That's good, mate, because you got to do that, mate, be honest with you, because I used to work at Tigers for 12 years. I saw the head injuries and stuff like that. 1 minute, mate.
It's all right.
What are you doing?
Do you want me to stop you out, or you're all
right? No, that's all right, mate. He's all right.
Yeah. In the Leicester shirt.
Yeah, he's in the Leicester shirt.
Keith says, let's quickly get there. Hey, Vardy, get in. There we go. Keith says, the missus asks if that's a Tiffany bag behind your head. I can't get it off because it's stuck. But yes, it is a Tiffany bag.
Oh, come off, referee. No. Sorry, Lox, the referee seemed to get in the way there. Ball didn't seem to go near him, but... Oh,
and a Valentino.
What, are we watching football or talking about bags here?
It's not mine, mate. Don't worry. Came up bank account now. Bloody hell.
You can have free kick for a random bit of play by the referee, if I'm honest with you. Brendan looks a bit confused by it all as well. So Maddison turned to run away, ran into the referee, got his foot caught. A bit strange. Newcastle have the ball back. We'll have to go all the way back though to start.
They are playing very. I don't know. They're acting as if they're very confident on the ball. They're they're very risky on the ball at the back, aren't they? Newcastle, I've noticed.
They're. I say it was always going to be a strange game today, because you just don't know what Newcastle team's going to turn up. You know, is it the one who puts in a performance of some sort against Liverpool? Got a lot of credit. Unlucky, did he? Newcastle still win the ball though and come forward. Almiron, he'll try and cut inside. Plays in Yedlin down the right. He goes across the box.
Oh, lovely.
Well play for Fafana. Keeps it, goes back to Yedlin into the area. Comes to Almiron. It'll go back again. Little ball chip to the back post. Header by. Header in, but Schmeichel safe hand saves it. And it quickly played to Albrighton. He'll go past his man for fun. Well played, Albrighton. Down the line you go, kid. He'll keep running. He'll keep running down the line. No one's coming to close him down. He'll whip one in and it will fly it for a corner. Well played, Mark Albrighton from 20 seconds from Casper having the ball to win a corner at the other end. Great play.
There we go, Tom.
Thanks, mate. Went along.
Cheers, Gary. Yeah. A corner here. Wesley Fofana might score.
Best corner of the game. Record for set pieces. Goals scored 0. Leicester. Goals conceded 8. Leicester 16th and 20th.
There we go.
Can it be the first? Lox will disappear if that goes in. It'll be Maddison to whip an out-swinging corner. It'll stand there. We're 19 minutes into this game. It's been all out Leicester.
We always praise Mark Albrighton over here. Maddison gets the ball in.
Beats the first man.
Fofana!
Oh, it's gone over everybody's head. It went over everybody. Fofana, everybody. Back in by Tielemans. Oh, it's going.
They're aiming for him. They're aiming for him.
And Newcastle break down the line. That's handball referee. Oh, he's not going to give it. Because they'll switch it 2-on-2. Schmeichel, well played. Sweeper keeper. Nearly at the centre circle. Casper comes flying out. Half volleys it into the stand. Well played, Casper Schmeichel, because it was 2-on-2 there.
Dave saw Arsene Wenger in Paddy Power this morning putting €50 on Arsenal to avoid relegation. Yeah, fair play, Casper Schmeichel there. Sweeper keeper. We ain't seen him do that in a while, have we? So, but yeah, it's always welcomed when he pulls it off anyway.
500th league appearance in the English league today as well. That's impressive for Casper. Fair play. Down the line, Fofana doesn't do anything. Yedlin knocks the ball past him, runs into him and goes down. Well, I don't know what the referee expected Fofana to do. Lino gave it. Bit very, very weak to give a free kick there for me, because Lox caught me.
Free kick from Newcastle. Matt Ritchie will deliver it. We'll get Hamza on to deal with Matt Ritchie again, eh, Tom? They weren't happy about that.
I don't like him up there, you know.
Ooh. Yeah, and he's linked with the loan move.
I mean, do you know what? If he get opportunity for to go and play games, and fair play to him, I won't stop him at the moment because he's so far down the pecking order at Leicester. I think there's a good player in there. We've put a lot of effort in. We put a lot of effort in there, but if you go on loan, ball into the box, head away by Wilfred, did he? Volleyed back in. Barnes. Ooh, tried to outplay it. Tielemans going to get taken out.
Free kick.
Referee,
come on.
Says they won the ball. Newcastle still have the ball. Newcastle a little bit of pressure at the moment in the last couple of minutes to come back into the game. Ball on.
They've had to do something. They've had to do something.
Yeah, and he makes a run. Barnes got to follow your man there, kid. And he does. Comes inside. Almiron still got the ball. Goes to Ritchie. Headed away by Ndidi. Good big header by Ndidi.
Yeah.
Sent to the park again. Longstaff comes inside. The ball's there to Almiron. He'll take it. Win the ball.
Lovely.
Well played, referee. If you're not going to give the Tillemans one, you knew you couldn't give the next one. Vardy's got no option here though. To Ndidi. Back to Barnes. Barnes, look for the switch, kid. That's better. Take your time, build it up. We know you can play through them. You've seen it.
Yeah, fair play to the ref though for not giving that one after not giving the Tillemans one. Consistency.
Yeah, I say if he couldn't give the Tillemans and he weren't going to give that one. I thought that one looked more of a foul than Tillemans did to Avancia, but
Yeah, agreed.
he didn't seem to get the ball. He seemed to wrap his foot round him and block him. Johnny Evans at the back. He'll switch to Justin. Looks like Newcastle would probably change the shape a little bit because they've seemed to pack the midfield more, if I'm honest, the last couple of minutes. Well played for Farner, by the way, there. Runs into 3 or 4 players and still managed to get the ball wide. Need to take a chance soon. Tony, great. Reminds me a bit like Palace, all over them, but couldn't really, get that chance we needed, said Phil. But, 22 minutes in, we've had the ball in the net. Am I happy? Yeah, I'm more than happy how we're doing. Madison will pick it up and he'll run at them. This is what we're going to do. Run at teams. Castagna comes up to Barnes. Inside to Ndidi. Ndidi will go to it for Farner. It's a risky ball, but he pulls it off. Justin plays down the line to Albrighton. Albrighton will come inside, but he hasn't got an option now because Justin's on the overlap. But he turns his man inside out, loses the ball though. Newcastle come forward. He'll go long, look for Wilson in behind. Kasper Schmeichel, sweeper keeper again.
Sweeper keeper
comes out and tidies up and starts the playoff again for Fafana. I mean, fair play to Kasper so far. He's made 2 or 3. He's had to come out and win because he missed it. Well. You're right there, Lox. Keeping you up.
Sorry.
Ball up right back with Justin and not really missed much in the last couple of minutes. It's very
Fat
much.
Boy Sai says, cheers for the follow on Twitter, Tom. How are you, lads?
Yeah, good. Thanks, mate. Ball to Ndidi, sent to the park. He'll go wide to Fafana. Fafana will get it just on the edge of the centre circle in an hour and a half. Goes back to Ndidi. Thanks.
Knock.
Mike could pop off in 30 seconds, mate. He wants to come sit in here with us.
Yeah, mate, that's no problem.
I won't go long.
No, I'll do it right now if you want, mate.
No, mate, he's gone to get his headphones. I've told him he
okay.
wants to watch his iPad. So I said, "Want your iPad? Go get your earphones."
Is your shed cold, mate, or you got heating in there?
I've got my heater in here, mate.
Is it all right in there? Yeah.
Lovely and cosy.
Didn't get snowed under. Your shed didn't get snowed under.
No, it had a bit yesterday. Most of it gone by this morning, though. Sadly,
mate, we had like half an hour of snow. It was raining afterwards. I ate it, mate. I was in Wales, right? Where I lived in Wales, there was never any snow. That's where I used to live. And I moved to Leicester, and there's no snow here either. So annoying. I love the snow. Come on, Tillemans with it.
Justin down the right goes to Albrighton. He'll keep going. Justin will make the overlap. Madison's made another overlap. That'll be Madison's gone down again, holding his knee. Ooh,
Gray's calling you Timmed now, mate. Gray's calling you Tim.
Don't know what's... looks a bit innocuous, to be honest here. There's a ball down the line for a run, and Madison runs onto the end of it.
Oh!
There is a
barge. I know, mate.
There.
I think he's planted it. Look at his left.
Oh, yeah. So
that looks a bad one, mate.
Considering he's had knee problems, hasn't he, over the last period?
I think he's what's it called? Is it hyperextended? Is that what it's called?
So he plants his foot like that fully onto the turf, and then all his full, well, as you can imagine, running at speed, his full body weight's then gone onto it. Can drop out.
It didn't look good. Yeah, go. It didn't look great. That Madison is down injured. It didn't look like. It looked bad. That's all I'll say. It did look bad. Dennis Pratt is now warming up as well. Doing a quick warm up. I'm not confident with that. It did look like a sore one. It looked like a hyper extended. I think that's what it's called. I'm sure that's what it's called. Reese, mate. Reese, I agree with you. I agree with you spot on there, mate. I would get Perez on in the attacking midfield position. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they'll go with Pratt because I've just seen him warm up. But I would love to get Perez on in that position, but I just can't see it happening, unfortunately. Maddison's back on his feet, so we'll see how he's doing. He's walking very gingerly. Vardy takes a glance over to Maddison to see how he's doing. It doesn't look too... He's definitely limping. We'll see if he's able to continue. He's now running on it. He's on the touch. Are you ready, Tom? Yeah. He's back up, Madders. He's putting some weight onto it, so he might be okay. But it did look bad. It really did look bad. I think he might be all right to continue.
I'm not one for risking things like this, mate. If I'm honest, yeah, I'd rather put Dennis Pratt on or under. If I'm honest, than muck around.
I'd get Perez on, mate, in that slot in the attacking midfield position.
You got 10 minutes, 15 to half time. It's coming back on. It's very jogging slowly, but let's just hope. I mean, it kept him out for a long period of time, didn't he, last time, didn't it? When he did it last season, ball over the top, and I can't really find any. It was more of a clearance. Oh, no one can win it. The game's gone a bit scrappy in the last 10 minutes. Ball, Barnes will turn away from his man. Well played, Harvey gets himself in space, looks in for the ball in behind. All Brighton's run in, and no one can get the ball to him. Well played, Maddison wins the ball back. The ball's there. Maddison's in the gap.
He got his knee up high there.
Hopefully, it's just like literally was more of an impact one that maybe giving him a bit of a sore knee, but it'd be interesting to see how they get on. For the next 15 minutes and at half time, if Rodgers wants to risk it.
Yeah. I'm sure he. I can see him lasting till half time, mate, and then they'll see how he is. But he's still walking quite gingerly there. I'm just looking at him there.
Referee, that's through the back. That's 3 fouls, 4 fouls. Thank you, referee. There's a foul, free kick. And did he?
I'll be one set,
absolutely beast. Yeah, absolute beast there from Undidi, holding his man off 3 or 4 times. He got shoved in the back deliberately, and the ref didn't really want to give anything. And then when he turns away and he gets fouled for the 5th time, the referee finally gives a free kick. Yeah, I mean, let's just hope. I mean, John, I'm just saying they get him off. Looks nasty one. Players know. I don't. Maddison's. I know he's not played much recently. Barnes, back to Sanya down the left-hand side. Leicester will come. Because Sanya cuts inside, his man duns him. Oh, 2 men cover him. Well played. Harvey Barnes wins the ball back. Oh, Sanya loses it, but Amron falls down. Little tug on the shirt by Barnes, and Amron falls to the floor like he's just been taken out. But I would say 30 minutes in, I'd say a good 20 minutes it's been at Leicester. In the last 10 minutes, Newcastle have probably just started to come back into the game. Leicester's probably had the main chance of the game so far when Vardy went through and ran the goalkeeper and slotted it home to be ruled off by small mark. And then after that, it's not really had that many chances in there, if I'm honest, but it's been all at Leicester. I'd say good 25 minutes of this game, but they've just not created that one clear-cut chance to open it, get a lead.
Yeah, the boys. I think maybe they would have been disappointed. The first 20 minutes not getting a goal there, mate. Some good chances.
Leicester down the left to Barnes, will catch, keep the ball in play. Newcastle win a throw in.
Somehow. Does anyone find us frustrating to watch? No, not today. Not today. I think we've been absolutely fine today.
At times, when we not today, especially, but there is times during the season it is frustrating. I think Jamie's said that a number of occasions in his show. Losing faith with Brendan and the Brendan ball, because it can be frustrating when you can see the pass forward, but we all do pass backwards or side to side, and you're thinking, if we could see the pass, why aren't they seeing the passes? And these, footballers should be able to see where the pass is. Leicester win the ball there. No, Newcastle.
Yeah, I think
that's where the frustration for me.
When that happens, early on in this game, the first 10, 15 minutes, I think we were getting ball forward, we were moving the ball forward. Keith reckons I broke the seal early doors. Who knows? We'll have to see, Keith. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know, mate. I think I'm happy with how it's been so far. I'm not complaining about anything at the minute. I think we with how we were playing in the first 15-20 minutes, not just me. I think the boys, the players, will be disappointed not to be 1-0 up, mate. But
Definitely, definitely.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
But there's a lot of positive to take that you've got in. And Newcastle's had one chance, and it was a header straight at Kasper Schmeichel. You know, I can't even count any half chances Newcastle's really created, bar that one. You know, so to be 31 minutes in and literally had one chance and one shot on goal, I'd probably take that really in the game. But it'd be more for Leicester to now try and exploit the gaps. I mean, we can see they're there, and Leicester, Tillemans is not happy about a foul free kick going against him there. Can they understand him a little bit? Joe Linton is 6 foot whatever, and he's just fell over, and Tillemans literally breathed on me, I think, more than anything.
Yeah.
Ball going to the box by Newcastle. Justin gets under it, heads it out for a throw. Could have left that. I think it would have ran out.
Jono's not sure Maddison is okay. He's not moving right.
I think they'll try and get him to half time. They then can have 15 minutes working on his knee. Newcastle player falls to the ground, Matt Ritchie. That's one for the Robbie Savin, Chris Sutton of diving panel, because it was so poor he just fell over. Leicester throw. But yeah, I think they'll try and get through to it at half time. They don't want to be taking Maddison off. He is one of our main threats. Ball up the line, Tillemans flicks back to Newcastle. Newcastle have come into this game the last 10 minutes or so. They are trying to push forward. Leicester clear the ball for a throw again. Wilson's claiming handball. Wasn't in the box before anyway, but Wilson was trying to say there was a handball there.
We don't seem to score early these days. When was the last time we scored in, say, the first 5-10 minutes? I think it was Leeds, probably. When we scored
probably was Leeds, yeah. But we got such a good record in the second half, mate. We score goals for fun in the second half at times. So, you know, as much as I'd prefer to have an early goal and really put the pressure on Newcastle to come out, I'm still quite happy. I said 4-0, and I still think once you get that one goal, Newcastle will have to come out. They don't know how to play any way that then try and score. They haven't got an option as well. You know, Newcastle fans will not be happy if Leicester come here and do what they've done so far and only score one goal, and they've had one shot on target. Porter and Diddy centre of the park turns, plays into Maddison. Foot referee got in the way. Get played back, referee. Thank you. It's a great play by Tillemans once again.
What I will say though is we when we beat Newcastle 5-0, we were only we'd only just scored, or we 1-0 up at one stage, and a lot of them came in the second half. Tom said,
"Oh yeah,
you know, they out at you."
Yeah, I mean, like you say, that one goal and against. I mean, Palace away, we should have won that game comfortably. I don't care what anyone says. We played well enough to win the game. Yeah. Second half performance probably wasn't good enough. Foul free kick on the Cassania. Second half performance wasn't as good as the first half, but we had enough chance for me to put the game to bed at half time. And if we'd scored the two chances, you know, the penalty and the header from Iheanacho, the game is done. There was no way Palace were coming back and scoring 2 goals in that game. And this is the same kind of thing for me. If we get the first goal, I don't see Newcastle coming back into it. I really don't. They don't look threatening to me going forward. Let's say that now. Ball to Maddison down the line. Albrighton steps over it. Newcastle win it back. Well played, Maddison, for winning the ball back again. Ball over the top, Vardy in behind. Vardy runs away from him, but well played again. Little flicks around the corner, and Tillemans with a first-time ball over the top. Fell too nicely, Tillemans, and he knew straight away. He put Vardy in. A better touch as well for Vardy, or touched it wide, and James Justin was up there. Surprisingly, James Justin was up there alongside him in the striking position. Ball up long, Johnny Evans calls, Johnny and head wins it. No one else was getting that ball at the time, and that was landing coming out the sky. Leicester will go all the way back to Kasper, and 36 minutes on the clock, and I think Brendan will be happy enough. I think he'll probably still think we can give it a bit more going forward and cause them a few more problems, but I generally feel he'll be quite settled down there, the dressing room at half time. So, boys, just keep doing what you're doing. You'll get that chance. Ball wide and runs out of place for a throw to Leicester.
Is my connection okay, mate?
You've gone very blurry and you're not moving at the moment, mate. Oh, you're moving now, but it's just very, very blurry.
Let me
Oh, and there we go. Lox has gone off for a minute. Sort his internet out. Newcastle with the ball into the area, goes to Johnny Evans. Johnny clears up the line. And all the way through to Newcastle defence. I mean, that's better, mate.
We'll
Best
see
to win
how
the
long
ball
it
back.
lasts.
I was going to get my tracker out of my remote from the VCR. Leicester go long. Not going to find Vardy with the long ball against Newcastle defence. I mean, when we put it short into his feet, Leicester look more threatening. There's just no point trying to play it long. Good turn by Linton there. And Didi all ends up. Leicester win the ball back, go wide. Pull the back. Ooh, foul there. Linton takes him out. And then throws the ball away. That's dissent, referee.
It's a yellow card.
Again, that's what I mean. This is where the laws of the game there. If you throw the ball away after the referee's given a foul for your frustration, it's dissent. I mean, what's the point of having a rule if we ain't going to stick to it? We know the rules. You do that. It's a yellow card.
Which referee is this, mate? Because I've seen a lot of stick about him anyway.
Let's have a look. I've not seen him referee many games in the Premiership, mate.
I've seen Sean Dyche call it. Someone's put Sean Dyche called him crap.
Well, if Mr. Dyche said that, I'd go, ooh, Leicester got lucky there, I'll tell you now. If that ball's gone through, Wilson was one-on-one with Kasper Schmeichel and only Johnny Evans trying to cover. That's a reckless tackle by Yedlin coming over there. Not even, no, if he's not giving a thing. Barnes cuts inside of his man, goes back to Tillemans, edge of the area. Maddison centre the pitch. Barnes, left-hand side of the box. Pulled to the Cassagna, pulled it back. Oh, it hits Harvey on the head and goes out for a goal kick. Oh, that was the best. Better that was Barnes to Tillemans, came inside to Maddison. Maddison's back to Barnes. Barnes plays in Cassagna. Cassagna chips it back and it just hits Barnes on the shoulder and flies out of play for a goal kick. But brilliant move there from Leicester. Really good. Oh, I mean, in fairness to Barnes, he can't even see the ball coming because as it comes to defender, the bloke drops on the floor right in front of him and it goes over his head. Very unlucky there by Leicester. Great play as well down that left-hand side. It all set up by Barnes.
Andy, no, they are not my handbags. They are my girlfriend's.
Tomorrow.
Michael says this is the fifth match in this is his fifth match in the Premier League, mate. Is the referee Rob Jones promoted to the EFL this season? Promoted from the EFL this season. So
not much you can say about him so far.
Fafana's just gone down there from a hefty foul, hefty tackle, Tom.
Yeah, I don't like. See, the problem is nowadays the referees all. I mean, Callum Wilson is jumped up with him and puts his hand on him. He just does his ankle more than anything. His ankle goes underneath him, mate.
I think he stands on it, mate. Yeah, he stood on it.
Can I just say that at this point, and this is one that bugs me, that's a Harry Kane one, because he looks at the ball, he then looks at Fofana clearly, he looks at the ball again, and just as the ball going to get to Fofana, he looks back and gives him a nudge. That, for me, is a foul and a yellow card because it's dangerous play. Once a player leaves the floor and is in the air, you can cause him serious damage if you make him tip up the wrong way round. Luckily, he's landed and he's only stood on his ankle there. But for me, that is where Callum Wilson is in the bracket of Harry Kane of being dangerous play, and it's a red card in some fences in the way he's done it. That's not a bad one. The one where Kane backs into his man is a red card offence to me because it's endangering opponent by backing in when he's looking at the man. And Wilson did exactly the same. He's looking at the ball and he takes a good glance at the player and then goes and gives him a nudge. Like I said before, to me, Harry Kane's going to end up injuring someone really badly from doing that one day. Ball back to Ndidi.
Yeah, nothing will happen, will it? Nothing will be done. Because they'll say it was an accident.
When he got the penalty against Brighton at the beginning of the season, when Lallana went up for the ball and he nudged him out of the way and fell under the ball and then gave a penalty to Tottenham for that. Yeah. Never understand how that was a Tottenham penalty. He's gone under the ball, he's pushed Lallana and fell under him, and then it's a penalty. I mean, there's a break and play out of
what's up with Santiago Munez, eh? Santiago Munez over here.
What are we watching this?
Almiron. Bloody hell.
He didn't even touch him.
Look, he's
fine. He wins the ball. Oh, what play by Ndidi for me. Oh, my God, he's got a little side. I think he might have brushed Ndidi's fingernail in his eye. Very, very gently. It was more of a tickle, if I'm honest with you. Now he's gone down like he's been attacked. Oh, he's got a little graze under his eye. Oh, he's looking at the referee with a puppy dog eye now. Come on, mate. I mean, if we're going to start moaning at that, then the game might as well be non-contact sport. You've got to be able to use your arm to lever someone. He's still moaning on the floor. Get up. Stop being a crybaby. Come off it, mate. You can't moan at that. I'm sorry. It's a contact sport. Like I say, if we're going to take that out, it might as well not even bother anymore, just forget football, because it is becoming a game now where you can't literally touch an opponent because you'll give a free kick away or he'll roll around. So I'm sorry, that's no way of foul. Never a foul in a million years. Doesn't even get one anyway. It'll be a throw to Leicester. Leicester will throw back from Justin to Fofana. Good to see Fofana's okay after getting clipped on his ankle. Johnny Evans, Tillemans out to Justin. Justin will run forward, pulls it to Albrighton on the right hand side. Albrighton will whip one in, flies off head and goes for another corner. Good corner of the game. 42
Is the connection okay now?
Seems all right, mate.
Yeah, sorry, it was messing up. I was on my hotspot and I switched back to the Wi-Fi, so maybe the Wi-Fi will be all right.
Yeah, so ball down the line, comes to Albrighton, whips one in, smashes off Matt Ritchie's head, what we like to see, and goes out for another corner. Coming to the 43 minutes in, Maddison will whip this away from the goalkeeper. It'll be an outswing corner again. We saw from the first one, we should have scored from it, went over everyone's head in the middle. Whips it in, over the first man, towards the back post, falls to Tillemans, over the crossbar, edge of the area. Fair play for trying it. Hard things to do when the ball's flying out towards you, an angle, and at least he took it on, had a go. I mean, we're 43 and it's 0-0. I still think we should be quite happy with that. Rodgers is looking at his little monitor and see what's going on.
Tom drinking from the Leicester Fan TV glass.
I'll speak to Phil. I'm sure I could put a link in. If you want to order some, let me speak to my supplier, put it that way.
The supplier.
Well, I did. Normally, the person I deal with does it in sets of 4, so 4 glasses, pint glasses, and 4 mats. But I need to find out what he's going to do it for, because for me, obviously, it was they'd only just started out, so I gave it as a see what you can do with this logo, and they said, well, if he goes down well, let me know, and I'll make some more up for you. Barnes down the left, playing Vardy, kid, playing Vardy. Barnes, greedy there. I'm sorry, greedy. Vardy wanted the ball in. He was pointing 3-4 times where to play it. You've got to play the ball in there, Harvey, because Leicester were through there for me. And with the minute of this game to half time, that could have been a great chance for Vardy to make us 1-0 Leicester. Got to look up there. If someone's down, kick the ball out of play. Newcastle player. I think who's gone down? Whoever it is gone down, it's holding hamstring. So Barnes does his man on the halfway line. Little touch, drags it through the line. The ball's there. He's got to play the ball. I'm sorry there, Harvey. You've been brilliant the last couple of weeks getting a goal, but that was a simple look up and play the ball through. You've done your man. You've done the hardest bit. You've got away. You've opened the space up there. Jamie's pointing for the run and the ball. Got to go in.
Is that who is that? Is that Shah?
I think it might be. Where it is, let's just put it this way: he's holding his hamstring, and he does not look comfortable after trying to keep up in a race with Vardy. Nah, I think he's done, mate, if I'm honest, because he's trying to stretch it out and he's wincing. Oh, as soon as they try and put any pressure. 4 minutes of injury time we're into now, but obviously this will drag on because Newcastle players still down. I mean, God.
If Harvey Barnes scores another equaliser, I will shave my head. Oh, Harvey Barnes, the equaliser. Yeah, it is Fabian Shah who's gone down. He's ruptured his toenail.
I don't know why he's pointing at. He don't look happy. You can't really blame Vardy for being quick.
Yeah.
Jamie, don't run that fast.
I know. You'll injure the opposition players. Don't do it. You're as bad as Harry Kane. Yeah, that happened, Reese. Shah was off the pitch and he rolled back on to stop the match.
Again, it depends if the referee sees it or not. If the referee hasn't seen him roll off, then roll on. There's not much you can do if he's looking the other way at the time. It's one of those things. I agree. Normally, if you roll off, They're not allowed back on again, and it's
They like to do it. Players do it, don't they? Players do it.
Oh,
I've seen a Leicester player do it before, so I'm not gonna complain.
Exactly.
But it's
Newcastle
just one of them grey areas, Tom. One of them grey areas.
Ball back to Justin on the right. He'll go down the right, does his man. I mean, you say Newcastle are playing 4-5-1 and packing that midfield. I mean, even Wilson's dropping into that middle of the park now. Linton's on the left. He's the one closing down Justin. Justin will get the ball again. Goes out to Albrighton. He'll look for the run in. Plays in Justin down the right to the corner flag. That'll be another corner to Leicester. We're into 3 minutes
Tom,
to the floor added on.
Someone said Newcastle running their asses off, which I think they are. Do you think that might cause problems for them in the second, later in the latter stages of the game?
This is one of the way Brendan plays. He likes to tire the opposition out by keep on moving the ball around. At the moment, okay, like I said, I think if you look at the game splitting into it, Leicester played 30 minutes of really solid football, played quite well, had the one chance what was ruled out, haven't really created much after that. But Maddison whips it in, over the crossbar by Fofana. Must be behind. I'm dropping my TV off and on again.
Oh, Fofana, please don't score. That's bad of me to say.
It was close, but he just gets under the ball. But again, it's another corner gone. Still sitting 20th in the league with no corners scored this season.
Yeah. Oh, Fofana went over his man there. And it's going to be a foul to Newcastle there.
That's a 4 minutes gone, but obviously
he did a Harry.
Obviously, with the 4 minutes being played, obviously with the Newcastle player down, there's probably 30 seconds left on the clock as we literally are the 48th minute now. Newcastle have one more free kick. The referee will give time to take it. I mean, once the time's up, ref, you should be blowing that whistle. They're taking the time to even set this up. There's 48, and now they're swapping to the taker. Still not taking it. Referee, come on. You've given them time to set up now. We're going to be into our full minute when they weren't a full minute. He was down for 30 seconds of an injury time. Ball goes forward into the box, headed away, down, goal kick to Leicester, and that'll be half time for me. But I think fair play, Leicester played quite well. They've had the ball in the back of the net, and luckily the flag went up. It was a close one, bar that couple of half chances. But I think Leicester will be the more happy of the team. They've run Newcastle around the park for a good 35 minutes this game, chasing shadows at times. Just need that little bit more quality in the final third to try and get Vardy and Barnes in a bit more. But all round, a good half of football by Leicester, and that'll be goal kick taken, Park, and still playing on. Not sure whether
what happened there. Sorry, lads.
But Newcastle got the ball back, and we're into 49 minutes and a half now. I mean, where he's getting all this injury time from? Because there's only 4 minutes, and there's no way Newcastle player was down for a minute.
Still going on.
Wins the ball back
to
Tielemans. Albrighton will look for the ball inside. Madison,
don't blow it.
Oh, got the ball. Madison.
Oh,
can't get it to Barnes. He can't get it through to Barnes. If he got it through, Barnes
still not blowing the whistle.
Barnes got the ball. So Sanya making the overlap. He'll play him in. No, he's going to go out for. Oh, he wins it.
He's still got it. He's still got it.
Foul.
Oh. Oh my lord! Oh. It's like blow the whistle, ref. No, don't blow the whistle. Don't keep going. Keep it going.
I'll tell you what. We are talking what if millimeters. If Madison can get his foot on the ball, he's rolling Barnes in on a one-on-one chance going across to the left-hand side. Half time.
Yeah, and that is half time. So we will get Phil in now.
I've just come up here to do the half time, and I'm watching you because I can't see the match from here, and I'm like, what? I thought it just about finished when I left it.
They played about 51 minutes, didn't they, Tom?
Yeah, it's not 50 minutes.
Well, they've got to make the time up from the Newcastle players who get the slightest graze or little whatever hurt their glute by falling over. Chaps, thanks for that first half. Before I let you go, Tom, I think we're doing okay, aren't we?
I'm quite. I mean, first half, like I said, 30 minutes, all at Leicester for me, 35 minutes. I mean, 10 minutes probably from Newcastle, who've had the one chance for the header. Leicester's had the ball in the net, and the flag went up. I think we're playing the better football at times. We've just got to be a bit more composed around the edge of the area, but they'll get another chance. I really feel they will. At the moment, just keep running Newcastle around the park. They'll soon tire.
Brilliant. Lox, Tom, I'll let you go. Have your little breaks, and we'll see you for the second half. Thanks a lot to Tom and Lox for taking us through the first half. That's been absolutely brilliant. Get your views in, get your comments in. What do you want to say about that first half? Bacon Peanut Butter watching on YouTube says, not good enough. I think we've been all right. We've not quite created enough chances, but I think we've been all right. Probably could have scored and should have scored a bit earlier, and that would have put us all at ease. Rudy says, got to pass it quicker. It's not been the best game, maybe. Jamie says, anyone want to start a petition to get Albrighton on corners? Jamie, we haven't scored a corner since the Norwich game last season before Christmas. Maddison did just swing a good one in there, to be fair, and Fofana, I thought Jack's Goldilocks was going to come true. But we are having some corners and not really doing a lot with it. Jono says, not good enough for top four. We need to capitalise on being top. Nothing coming from corners, but nothing new there, is there? Michael, thanks for watching over in the States, says, lots of fouls, not enough whistles. Fabian has got cramp already. I know their Newcastle players seem to be going down for not a lot on for there. Simon is saying he would get Perez on for Albrighton. Totally ineffective. Yeah, again, I thought Albrighton's been all right with you, Simon, but fair enough. Get your views in. Get your comments in. Reese says neither of the teams are taking the game to one another. I think it will be 0-0. Reese, I fear today could be one of those games where Leicester have the better play, better chances, and it goes against us. Keep getting your views in. Keep getting your comments in, and I'll get as many on. I know Jack's going to join us very, very shortly. Michael says Madders has put a couple of good ones in today. Yeah, I thought Fofana had a great chance just before half time there, didn't he? Neil says we have to look forward instead of backwards and sideways, just in the space in front of him, but still goes back a little bit sideways today. CK, I sort of agree with you there. Started very well, but just kind of lost our way a bit. I think that probably sums up that first half. I think we should have gone 1-0 up in that first 15 minutes, and it would have been a different game then, wouldn't it, CK? Andy says, we haven't really created a lot, to be honest. Had a lot of the ball, but nothing to show for them. Again, are we struggling against one of these lower in the league teams to us? Is it one of those where we're struggling? Don't forget, it's halftime views. We want to know what you think to it. We want your comments. Get them in. Please let us know what you think to the game so far. Wherever you're watching us, please like and share and follow our stuff. You can't see that because I've put the wrong graphic up. I'm going to get Jack in there. Jack, are you ready to come in? Here he is. Jack, pal, what about that so far?
It's a frustrating half, isn't it? Vardy had that one where they played it through and then he passed it to Yori, but I thought Yori should have shot first time.
Well, firstly, with that one, why is the Golden Boot winner Mr. He only touches it 3 times in the game, but he scores 3 goals? Why is Jamie Vardy passing it there?
I think it was offside. I'm not sure.
Do you think he thought he was offside? I think in the end it was given as offside, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was his knee. I think his knee were off. I thought Yori really should be burying that from the not taking the touch and then deciding to shoot. And then he passed it, but then the pass didn't go where he wanted it to go.
Ian says here, too slow going forward, no urgency, watching from angle C. Jason says it's a meh type of half. I think it's been okay, but I must admit, it's one of those matches where I've been doing a lot of chatting and only half watching the game while I'm in there a bit. It is a bit meh, maybe, as Jason says.
Yeah, it's just one of them games, isn't it, where we've got the ball at the back and Newcastle are kind of like pushing themselves forward, playing a high line, and they're not really letting us get at it as such. So you have to keep going back to then go forward. But I think second half, it will all change, but they seem to be getting quite a few niggle problems with Joe Linton and, is it Shaw, is it? Cher?
Yeah. Cher. Yeah, Cher. Lee says here, he says, and this is the fear, I think, from a Leicester point of view. He says Newcastle are going to come out in that second half confident with how the game's going, and this is when we're at our most vulnerable. I think Lee might have a point there. It's got the feel of one of those days, hasn't it, maybe?
Seemed like that against Crystal Palace, didn't it? We had the chances in the first half, didn't really take them, and then the second half they came out and pressed and scored, but hopefully that's not the case against Newcastle.
Yeah, Ben Kane says frustrating. Newcastle have put 5 at the back, sat fairly deep. Ndiddy's been a bit sloppy. or Brighton hasn't done anything, and he would rather have under on there. I guess that leads us, Jack, into if you were Brendan Rodgers' question at half time and in the second half, where would you? We need to go and win this, don't we?
Do you know what, Phil? I think we need to win quite a few games against these, but we seem to be struggling against teams who's not at the top of the table. They're more like 12th downwards. We don't seem to how to break them down. It's the case that we struggle, and then when we keep going back, it's frustrating the fans because the fans want to see us attack, not defend. But how Newcastle's playing at the minute, they seem to be very, I wouldn't say they're strong at the back. They're not performing how they did against Liverpool, but they seem to be like leaky at the back. So if you can easily get one ball through. It's proved it 3 or 4 times this game. And if we can keep pressing on them, they can make certain mistakes because that high line, it's going to prove costly in the end for them.
Let's get some comments in here, Jack. Ben says, hi, Ben. Thanks for watching. Hope you're well, mate. He says, Newcastle are working hard and making it hard. Must take our chance when we get one. Jake, I put this comment on a moment ago, says, we're a bit too slow-paced. Need faster build-up to get Vardy into the game a little bit. Sean says, let's be honest, it's been a boring game, though. Was there a highlight? Well, Fofana's header towards the end there. I thought in the first 15 minutes, Jack, we may well take the lead.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I thought later on in the game, it was Barnes who'd ripped Fernandez, I think it was, and then got in. And if he played the ball to Vardy, I think we would have scored. But it kind of like trying to take him on and use a bit of skill against him, but obviously it didn't pay off.
Jack, listen, for anybody who's saying the first half was a bit boring, imagine being Neil Aldred, who's watching in New Zealand, saying it was a 3:15 a.m. kickoff and he's watching the game. Now that's a far-flung fox with dedication, Jack.
Well, it's dedication. You can support the boys whatever country in these, hopefully it's worth him staying up for.
Well, we've got Neil in New Zealand and Michael's out in the States, as we know. So hopefully, what time is it in the States? It's early doors where Michael is. It's
going to be about 8 hours behind, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 or 6 hours. I think you'll be about 10 a.m. there. So Helen says, why are we so easy to shut down? Somebody mentioned the Crystal Palace match as well earlier, which I thought was a fair comment. Notrub says, Schmeichel's looking sharp today. Newcastle frustrating to play against. We almost need to sucker them in and hit them that long ball to Vardy. It's the only way you can see a ball coming, Jack.
Yeah, we need to play to our strengths now. When the first 15 minutes, I think we did that, but then we've kind of slowed the pace down. But I think second half, we need to take the game to Newcastle. And this season, when teams have took the game to Newcastle, they seem to make mistakes and struggle a bit, and that's shown it. But against Liverpool, they were quite solid, weren't they, in defence? But against Leicester, if we can take the game to them, we can prove why they've been conceding these goals and losing the games.
Forget the match, Jack. Here's the big question of the day to you from Peanut Bacon or Bacon Peanut Butter. Where did you get that Leicester jacket from, mate?
King Power Stadium in the shop.
It's this season's, isn't it?
Yeah, it's this season's. Yeah, it cost about 50 quid.
50 quid. Well, there you go. Peanut, bacon, just whatever. Nandez watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks a lot. Don't forget, please subscribe, leave a comment, give us a like. Nandez says creativity and passes in the final third are tragic. We're too slow and let's speed it up. Let's get into the gaps. Adam, who's watching, Jono, first of all on YouTube, says expecting much more from us in the second half. Jack agrees.
I think Brendan will definitely get into it because he's been looking at it on the screen on the monitor, so I think he knows where he needs to tweak it a little, and hopefully it works out because he ain't gonna be having that at half time. Brendan Rodgers be getting into his team and making sure they get the result that he wants.
I'm just trying to quickly remind myself of the subs, Jack. Do you know them off the top of your head?
Under, Pratt, Amati, Perez, Danny Ward. I'm not sure who else.
So you definitely mentioned Under there. Is it a game to get Under on and see what he can do?
This could be Under's type of game. See, Newcastle seems to be playing like a IK Athens sort of game, and he thrives off that positivity vibe, and he thrives off it a lot. And Under, I think he'd suit this definitely sort of opposition where he can take the game and create chances for Vardy, which is proved. When he brings him on in the second half, him and Vardy link up fantastically. When it could be one ball where he links over to Vardy and Vardy scores the goal. what wins
Jack,
the game.
thanks for joining us at half time. Hopefully see you at full time. I'll let you go. Cheers,
later,
Jack.
Phil.
We'll let Jack go. I'll get some comments in and then I'll get Tom back in. Reece says, I think Tielemans has had a very happy new year. Jason saying would maybe like to see Cags on. He's on the bench. Adam is saying maybe get Perez on for Albrighton. Pratt for Matters. What do you guys think to Albrighton? I thought he's been okay. I always feel like I'm defending Mark Albrighton, but a lot of you have sort of said not really been at it today. Maybe I thought he's been okay, but Perez against Newcastle, it sort of makes sense that he would like to come on and show them what he's got. Dennis Pratt for Madders maybe says, Adam, what do you think to that? Kevin thinks they've set up for a draw and Leicester will go on and win this. Do you agree with what Kevin's saying there? Is Gray on the bench? Do you know what, Bacon Peanut Butter? I need to check that. I'm going to add Tom back in. Tom, are you there? Let's add him back in. Tom, what would you do second half? I mean, I don't think anything much will happen at half time, but a few people saying, Brighton maybe let him come off, maybe Perez on, maybe Under on. I think Perez to come on against Newcastle, you always think that could happen.
I mean, it depends how Maddison is. You know, you got Perez can come in and play the number 10 role quite happily. I know there's a lot of talk about bringing on Under on for Albrighton, but then you lose what James Justin's doing down that right-hand side because James Justin complements Albrighton. Albrighton complements Justin at the moment. If you were to bring Under on, that's a lot of pressure to put on Under to be able to come back and cover Justin, or you're telling Justin that he's not allowed to overlap and do anything basically because you're killing that side of our team for me if you bring Under on at the moment. Not in a bad way, but it's just at the moment it's working down that side with them too. Under would have to take a lot of responsibilities on to come on and take the Albrighton role and work back as well as forward.
Yeah, thanks, Reece. Reece has just put the subs on here so we can have a little look through them. Obviously, Ward's not going to come on unless there's an injury. Soyuncu, it might be nice to see Soyuncu get a bit of game time to come back on his fitness later, but we've got to win the game first. Amati, Thomas, obviously defenders. Mendes, that sort of could come in for Ndidi, but I guess the people who could have an impact to win the game is Pratt, Under, Perez, and, well, Iheanacho.
I think you're seeing, for me, looking at that team of subs, you're probably seeing your centre of defence for Stoke City next week, mate.
Yeah.
Yes, Martin Soyuncu, I think it will be the game for them both to get 90 minutes under the belt, or most of that game. I think you've got a chance you'll see Soyuncu definitely start against Stoke next week. Same with Thomas. I think he'll play next week. Mendy will play next week. Under will probably get a start next week. Most of these players will play at Stoke away. Not a disrespect, but you've got to freshen it up. You know, we said that. We're going busy and busy and busier again.
And Tom, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it every day of the month, every time I'm on, until the transfer window is shut. That bench there is what's shouting out to me is we don't have, and I know people are bored of me saying Plan B. What we don't have on in there is anybody where if we need to go on and win this, if it's 0-0, if we want to win it, or if God help we go 1-0 down, I don't think we've got the player on there. Because the space is Iheanacho, and I just think the transfer window is here. We need somebody who can sit on that bench, who can come on, and you think we're going to go and try and win it now. Yeah. Because if you take Vardy off and put one of those on, it
is our weak point. We've said it for a long time now that we haven't got a proper.
But let's fix it.
To come on. Yeah, I mean, Phil, we are 3 days into January. Let's not panic too quickly. But I think we've seen before, we're not one for going to splash the cash too much in January, sadly. I'd hope, over the last 18 months that our scouting network since Rodgers has come to the club would have been looking at the next top striker to take over the Vardy role eventually, because that's where we need to be looking at going forward. I think Nacho has taken a little bit unfair stick over the one game. Last season, he was the best thing since sliced bread. Scored enough goals, 10 in the league, 8 assists. His stats weren't that bad. This season, he hasn't played that many games in the league. Don't get me wrong. The penalty last week was absolutely awful, and he has to do better than that for me. He's got to be smashing them in the corner. I don't care if he scored 5 in 5 in practice like Rodgers said, as Leicester kick off the second half. For me, smash that ball. None of this step, slide the ball to the left or the right. Smash the heck out of it and go 1-0 up, because we scored against Palace, the game was over. So I hope we are looking for the next Vardy to come in and do the job, because that's probably out of the whole team is our weak point.
Yeah, okay, chaps. Second half's kicked off. I'm going to leave you two. Don't forget, come back, join me and the guys at full time, where hopefully we'll discuss the Leicester win. I still think we can go and do it. So we'll see you guys. Have a good second half.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Right, so let's change that banner because it isn't half time anymore. We are in the second half now. I didn't hear your thoughts there, Tom. What do you think we need to do here, mate?
We weren't really talking about. We're talking about January transfer window, and we're saying if you looked at the bench and the options, is there anyone really you feel they're going to come on and change the game and score goals? And I know Nacho's on there and he's done it before. At the moment, his confidence is probably very low. And I was saying, seeing that Brendan's now been at the club nearly coming up to 2 years, you'd hope that his scouting network and recruitment team would have been looking for the next top striker to do something.
Mate, the name is Doniel Marlon, right? I want us to sign this guy. A lot of you probably haven't heard of him. Doniel Marlon plays for PSV in Holland, I think. Netherlands, PSV. Yes.
Yeah.
Or no, it's not, is it? It's Belgium. No.
Yes. No, PSV.
Holland. Yeah, Holland.
PSV Eindhoven.
Yeah. Doniel Marlon. He is, from what I've seen of him, and I've seen quite a lot of him, he looks like a carbon copy, right? He is very good. He's got a lot of pace. He's a clinical finisher, and he's got a little bit of height to him as well. So but it's one of them players. Oh, Harvey Barnes. It was Albrighton. Never mind.
I think I must be on you, mate. I'm just going to pop off 30 seconds. I don't know what time you're on. I'm just going to reset the box.
Oh, okay, mate. All right. Johnny Evans with it.
47, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, there's like 1 second in it, mate.
Yeah.
That's fine. 1 second.
All over the top, Vardy and behind Vardy. Side of James wide of the goal. Oh, that was a chance we've been looking for in behind. It did sit up. It wasn't an easy volley. Ball came inside. Cassagna cuts inside onto his right foot. Ooh, that would have been a close one for VAR. Ball over the top. Vardy left foot and slices it wide of the post and the net. But that's better. That's the ball we've been looking for and trying to get Vardy in on. And it just wouldn't sit right for him. You can feel the frustration there as he kicks the electric advertising board.
Reece giving us a bit of insight on Marlon. Marlon is a fantastic player.
Sorry, mate.
He has an attitude and cockiness about him and his quality. So
I mean, the player I've been looking at over the last probably 14 months is
Tyrese.
Campbell. Yeah, Tyrese Campbell at Stoke, who I rate highly. I think the kid's got a lot of potential in there. Very similar to Vardy, quick, probably a little bit taller than Vards, built a bit bigger than Vards, but he's got a lot about in this kid. Sadly, I think he's taken an injury at the moment. He's not played much, but he's definitely one Leicester should be looking at for the future. Edge of the area, Maddison to Vardy, back to Maddison, go behind, and did he? And it goes straight to Newcastle to break. Newcastle, Amron running at Johnny Evans, tries to let Fafana intercept it with a great sliding tackle. Misses it, and Callum Wilson was through one-on-one with James Justin trying to keep up with him. And we know, as I said before, Wilson ain't no slouch. He will do people.
Yeah. Here, someone said, how about Ben Yedder? Pacey player, but he's 30 years old. There's no point in replacing a 33-year-old with a 30-year-old. It doesn't make any sense. Marlon's stats this season, Tom: 19 appearances, 13 goals, 2 assists. Not bad. But to be fair, no, I don't know why. He's just a player I've seen over the past year. He started his career at a youth level with Arsenal, and then he moved to PSV. And he's look, for me, it's one of them though. It's like Football Manager, isn't it? FIFA, Football Manager or FIFA Career Mode. You want to sign him, but realistically, we're not going to. So, but yeah.
It's like, what's the name, son, weren't it? Clive? Is it Clivert? Son, everyone raved about him, but he's never
Justin
gone far.
Kluivert.
Kluivert. Everyone was raving about how good he was and this, that, and the other. Barely hear about the kid now. Barely hear about what he's done.
I will say, though, anyone who is a Football Manager or FIFA fan will know one of the biggest wonder kids over the last 10 years was actually Yuri Tillemans. Yuri Tillemans was a proper wonder kid on your FIFAs and...
Leicester got lucky there. Yedlin with a delicious ball. between the goalkeeper and the centre halves. None of the Leicester players dare touch it, if I'm honest with you. He stands up Barnes, he whips it in between Cassano and Barnes, floats towards the back post, and if Yedlin had any desire about him, we could have got on that and had a good half chance, a bit like Zaha at the back post last week.
Yeah, mate. There's a comment here, mate, and I'm going to put it on screen because it shows that we missed out. For me, Ollie Watkins would have been a good signing. Great sign. Me and Josh, Sportser, was sat here in the summer for week after week after week talking about potential signings after potential signings. Two of the players that came up every week, Ben Rama, who hasn't done much in the Premier League for West Ham. And Ollie Watkins. And we know Ollie Watkins, he's been good for Villa, mate. He's been good.
I think the only problem Leicester would have had to get in Watkins was one reason only, that he'd worked with Dean Smith before, and he was probably guaranteed, as soon as the money was agreed, that he knew he was going to be their striker. He was going to be their main number 10, number 9. He was going to play every single game he was fit. No one was going to get put in his way or played in front of him, and he was going to play football in the Premier League week in, week out. That's a massive, and that'll be a corner for Newcastle. 51 minutes gone. Massive ploy for any player to come into the Premier League is playing football week in, week out. So that was the only advantage Villa had over us, probably. I wouldn't say financial or anything like that, because 30 million is a bargain for them. I think they paid 30 million for him. Very good player. Looks like he's settled in well into the Premier League. So we also know two players come up and
corner for Newcastle.
Headed away.
Played away.
Volleyed over the crossbar by Amron.
No, I hear what you're saying, mate. I hear what you're saying about Watkins. I mean, this is always one, isn't it? This is always one. Any striker coming in knows he'll be second fiddle for at least another season.
I think got 18 months. Vard's got about a season and a half, probably being the main striker. Maybe a bit longer. Like I said before, the thing with Vard is in his favour. He didn't come into the professional game until late on. So he hasn't run his legs into the ground like Michael Owens did at the young age and got injured. He's got a bit more, time in them legs, I'd hoped. But we'll never know, because we've never seen, touch wood, Vardy out with a long-term injury. And, that's the big thing. He's done well to have little niggles, 4 or 5 games at a max. Leicester not started well this second half of Montier. Ball wide to Newcastle again. Newcastle have pushed up a lot higher.
I think they have slowly got into the game a bit more, mate, as every minute went on. Comment here. I will just take over quickly, Tom, because I want to say, guys, we are 3 likes off 50. There's 125 people watching. Head over to YouTube, hit the like button, please. We're 3 off. That would be much appreciated. Newcastle with
Newcastle
it here.
front post. Johnny Evans push it away, and it'll be a foul. Yeah, he's given a foul, saying that
Good timing.
Yeah, he had to, mate. I mean, if he misses it, Callum Wilson's about to score a tapping. Ball wide, whipped in the box. Callum Wilson comes across, gives Johnny Evans a little shove in the back, and Evans goes down. And it's a free kick, but if he doesn't get it right, then Wilson's getting a tapping at the front post. Barnes cuts inside, just inside in the Newcastle half to Ndidi. Halfway line, bang on to Fofana, back to Tielemans. Tielemans, took your time, kid. You got to be quicker on the ball there. I know you were getting closed down, but you got to move it. And Newcastle will try and break. This is what they're trying to do. They've got the counter attack. They've got ball slipped in behind Wilson. Fofana recover. Little 1-2. Send him away, Johnny. In behind Barnes.
Fofana's going for it still.
Barnes still going. Barnes slips in Vardy. Left hand side of the box. Comes inside. Pulls it back.
Maddison! Yes! James Maddison!
Oh, and the dart celebration for the World Championship. Well played, James Maddison. Cracking finish. Bang! And someone's just put on the feed. 1-0 Leicester. Ball picked up. Johnny Evans plays the ball into Barnes. Fofana makes a great decoy run down the left, by the way, and keeps running. Barnes slides in Vardy. Vardy skips past his man inside, pulls it back to Maddison. First time, and poof, puts his foot through the ball. Newcastle 0, Leicester City 1. What a strike. Plants his left foot, smashes it with his right. Straight goalie dives the wrong way. That'll give Maddison some confidence. And hopefully now Leicester can come out of the blocks. Well played by Fofana, though, I'm going to say on this bit, because Fofana puts the interception, lays the ball into Johnny Evans, and then carries on running 70, 80 metres.
Callum Wilson. Penalty.
Oh, no. Oh, I want to see this one again. I don't know if he's going to give this VAR or not. That's 50-50. That's going to be given to me, mate, or he's going to go to the box to have a look at it. Ball outside to Barnes on the left-hand side.
Who was that? Who was it? Who fouled? Who tackled?
I think it might have been Tillemans. I can't see. It happened so quick because they went off on the goal and suddenly they were in the box. Ball, right, Justin, down the line to Albrighton. Whips one into the back post. Catches by Darlow. So the ball came in. Cassagna comes in from the side.
No.
It's just the camera angle. He wins the ball cleanly. From the angle, what we were seeing from the high up angle, you couldn't tell if he touched the ball or it was Callum Wilson. It's never a penny in a million years, and Wilson does roll around, make a meal of it. Leicester has to closing down Newcastle now, really putting them under pressure to give the ball away. What they do. That's got to be a foul, ref. Yes,
Jono, I've been on the trebles since about 12 o'clock, mate. So yes, get on the trebles. If you're on about alcohol, that is. I'm not too sure, but if you are, yes. But yeah, wow. There was a lot to talk about there because there was the goal and then there was a penalty shout straight away. But no, it was a good tackle from Castagna. Wilson stood on him, I think. Eventually stood on Castagna, and now Leicester have the ball again here. James Justin on the right hand side. Get the ball into the box to Vardy and it's overhit.
But, like I was saying, I think, well played, Cassagna. God, he's unlucky there.
Shout to Gray as well. Cheers, great. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. $2.99.
Thanks, mate. Ball for there's a man again. Fofana wins it back. Fofana with his 70-metre run, though. Didn't need to. Could easily have stopped. But he carried on because it made the Newcastle defence have to go wide.
Open the space, yeah.
Yes, he was brilliant from Fofana to keep the run going. Leicester at the back again, Albright will go all the way back to Casper and Leicester will settle. I mean, again, this is the time now, calm it down, let Newcastle come out because Newcastle have got to come and do something because they've got
to... Tom, we've got the 50 likes. Guys, if you can all, there's 157 people watching, head over to YouTube, hit the like button, and if you get us to 75 likes, Jamie will let us know, if you get us to 75 likes, and we do end up bringing out the Leicester Fan TV glass merchandise, the first five will be free on me. First 5 free on me. Get us to 75 likes. So
just as we go forward here, sorry, Lox, Leicester the ball going well. Back to Tillemans, centre of the park to Barnes. Barnes got Maddison playing on the left wing here. Comes inside and Diddy. Maddison just comes back, calms it down. Ball inside to Fofana. Fofana just go wide, does go wide. Look for Justin, who's made the overlap again. Ball gets caught by Albright and runs into the box, past his man. Pulls it back. Oh, goes up for a corner. Well played, Albrighton there with some great twinkly toes into the box.
Get that goal difference up. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Ryan. We also only 14 subscribers needed for 5.6k. So if you get us to 5.6 thousand subscribers, we only need 14 people out of 160. Only 14 of you. If you hit the like button, we've got it to 5.6 thousand. Ryan says, I'm on the app now. How? Just right below the screen. If you're on YouTube, Ryan, right below there's a like button. So hit the like button, the thumbs up, and also there's a subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And also quickly before the corner comes in, cheers fee $4.99, mate. $4.99 super sticker. Appreciate
Maddison. Back post for Fofana. Oh, over his head. Oh, it's so close to Fofana. Tillemans will lose the ball. Almiron wins the ball back. Tillemans, referee, and Tillemans will be booked here for. Well, I mean, what are they moaning about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Newcastle players all running over to the referee having a moan about the tackle. Tillemans comes in from behind, chops his man. It's a yellow card. Come off it. There's nothing else more than that. Disgusting from Newcastle players there trying to get something more.
Loving the live stream. Keep it going, lads. I've liked the video. Blue Army. Cheers, Fat Boy Sai. Tom follows you now on Twitter, doesn't he? He doesn't even follow me, I don't think. But Fofana, no, not Fofana. No. Get Fofana off. Rest his legs in 2 weeks. We've got a game in 2 weeks, isn't it?
They were just saying, like, half time and subs, I said I think you've seen that in the subs there was your back four, back two automatically for Stoke away, and that was a Marty and a Sayuncu. Next week with probably Luke Thomas on the left, so there's only one part missing there really, and that's probably Justin will sitting in the back four with them. I can't see us taking this team and playing the whole team at Stoke again. I think there'll be a lot of changes to that game.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Stoke. Oh, poor ball.
Well played, Albrighton wins it back. It was a poor ball. Justin on the overlap though again, and down the right Leicester will come. He'll cut inside. He'll go outside. He'll run to the bar line. He'll chip it up to the back post. It'll go over everyone's head. It'll stay in play. Here comes the Pest Vardy. Yedlin clears up the line. Kasanya heads it inside to Maddison. Maddison shoots.
Oh!
First time, Yedlin clears up the line. Kasanya heads it back inside. He turns and he volleys it. Oh, that's not far away. We're talking 4 or 5 foot wide of the stanchion, or the in the corner stamp, and he nearly scores Maddison with outrageous first time shot. There's the ball. That's the one. Barnes, well played, mate. Continuing the pressure. Have a run at him, Barnes. Down the left, pulls it. Ooh, has a shot at goal.
Tillemans is 1 yellow away from suspension, 1 booking away from a suspension, by the way. Does that stay in place through the whole season, or does that cut off at some point?
It cuts off about, I think it's March time. They go up to then it's 10 yellow cards. How long is Ricky P away? Can't see much. I don't know about Ricky P, Jono. I really don't know, mate. He's had that knock against in the Euro Cup game on his first game back. I don't think it was a knock. It was a slight pull, what he felt. I just don't think they want to rush him back into the game. Newcastle with the ball. Let's have a man down.
Albrighton's down.
Albrighton is down. Newcastle are still playing on now, and they kick the ball out of play.
Quickly before anything happens, CK £5 super sticker, mate. Massive appreciation for that. And I will say is we are now on the 70 likes. So get us to 100, guys. Come on. There's 132 people watching. Head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Get us to the magic 100. Hey, if you get us to 100 likes, get us to 100 likes and Vardy will score. Get us to 100 likes, Vardy will score.
Barnes runs 40, 50, 60 metres, lays off Vardy. Vardy cuts inside his man, nutmegs him, pulls it back, and bang! Maddison smashes it and literally laces, plants his foot. Fair play, James. I was hoping he wouldn't take a touch or anything, but no, first time, smashes it. And there's the dart celebration.
Oh yeah, you know when Jono said about doubles or trebles, he meant the darts, not the alcohol.
You and your drinking at the moment, that's the problem. Your first thoughts were that Justin Matt.
My mum's watching. Stop. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So cheers. Look, guys. There's been a few people: Jono, Fee, Gray, CK, all of you, and Dave Gavin. I think I've remembered everyone for once. You've all done a super chat today. We really appreciate it. It goes back into the channel. Remember, we'll hook some of you guys up with some merchandise if we decide to go with it. We'll have a chat about it and let you know. But yeah, that's up to date with the comments. Jacob Murphy, one half of the Murphy twins, has come on. The other one's Josh, I think, playing at Cardiff. You guys always want stop it, Gray. No, I'm not you, not you. 60 viewers, there's 68 people on YouTube, just on YouTube. So if you hit the like button, we can pass 100. Someone wants under on. Someone says under on for Albrighton. I think Albrighton's doing well, mate.
Oh, mate, I think at the moment 1-0. I don't see where the change is. Maybe Maddison to give him a rest after he had a knock in the first half, but I'd give it another 5 minutes and see where we're at. As I say, Linton's now gone off and John Joe Shelby's come on in the middle of the park, so they're trying to open up a little bit more than what they've done in the first. 64 minutes in, and Newcastle have now got to work out how they're going to try and get through us, because Leicester haven't really got to go for this game now. The goals are there. They've got where they want to be. The goal up. We know we can defend well. We normally don't lose games when we go first goal in. As Newcastle come down the left, Yedlin with the ball. Can't get past Cassagna. Cassagna wins it and drives up the line. Well played. He'll go through to Newcastle. Well played, Timmy Cassagna there. All Brighton's back on the pitch after a heavy knock, by the way, when he went down. He landed really heavy on the pitch after trying to win a header. Jason, Shelby can hit them. Yes, he can hit them. We all know John Shelby. Good football at times. Magic. And he'll go out for a corner kick to Newcastle. I'm just saying, Voldemort to come on for Newcastle.
John Joe. Hold on, how many subscribers were we at before? Let me get this comment back. We were on 14 subscribers needed. Now it's only 10. So 6 of you who have subscribed. Thank you very much. 10 more. 10 more. That's all. That's it. Jono says all these super chats can pay for Lox's therapy. I hear Tony Adams has a good one, mate. Tony Adams has a good therapy company. Might go there.
Since having the opportunity to sit in a room with that man and listen to him, mate.
You have you? Really? Yes, where was that?
When I was at Tigers, he came and had a chat with all the players, and I had the opportunity to go and sit with the boys and listen to his stories and his times and his tales, and some of them are brilliant. But then to listen to the other side of the story and him coming out, mate, amazing man. I think he gets a lot of backlash and a lot of taken out of him for certain things, but the bloke's a very, very clued up man, I'll put it that way, and he's done brilliantly since coming out of rehab and stuff. Ball to back post to go out for a goal kick to Leicester and 66 minutes on the clock. So, yeah, I mean, fair play to Tony Adams. He really turned himself around because he was in a dark place at times, and to listen to it and speak to him after and have an opportunity to chat to him, what an amazing guy.
Fair play.
Get Mendy on now. The game's calmed down. He needs time on the pitch. Yeah, I mean, again.
For who? For Ndidi?
You're going to take Ndidi off. It's the same like for like, really. I mean, at the moment, this is where it panicked me. We're trying to play from the back. Ball down the line. James Maddison finds the ball. Someone make Barnes makes a run. There's the ball. He tries to find Cassagna, the most difficult ball I'd say to do. But Murphy runs through us for fun there. Plays in Williams. He got an overlap here. 2-on-1. Johnny Evans exposed. Johnny Evans has to follow his man. Ball across the box. No one picks anyone out. Runs away to Matt Ritchie in the back post. He'll keep it in. He'll go back towards his goal, though. Past the 18-yard box. Keep going. Well played, Justin. Justin sends him up the line.
Oh, Tillemans.
Just I mean, all starts. Maddison loses the ball, but he is trying a difficult ball. If he gets it right, Cassagna is freeing in down the left-hand side of the box with a pullback. We lose the ball. Johnny Evans gets exposed on a 2-on-1. Is it Longstaff plays a ball, a great ball across the box. Let's not get it wrong. It's a great ball in between the centre halves and the goalkeeper who can't do it. Can't come or go, stick or twist. Ooh, Vardy will close his man down. Ooh, Vardy, that'll be a card for you, kid. Is it going to be a card or just a talking to? Ball cleared up the line and Vardy puts a cheeky little butt cheek into his opponent, let's put it that way. You've seen them giving a card for that.
Only 8 more left. 8 more. Come on, guys. 8 more before the end of the game. Let's get to 5.6 thousand. Please. Dundra Shelby with it here. Plays the ball forward.
Yeah, totally agree with that one, Jono. A few sloppy moments, definitely. Got the goal. Leicester will come again, though, with the ball. Maddison, there's the ball. Barnes will pick it out. Here comes Yedlin. He's quick. Barnes shoots. Oh, deflected. Oh, falls to the goalie's arm. Just couldn't get it out of his foot to take the shot, really, there, Barnes. Yedlin really closed him down, by the way. He absolutely ran like the wind, and we know Yedlin is quick. He's no, slouch, Yedlin. Ball up the line. Goes over Johnny Evans. Can't foul Wilson. Good play, Johnny. Just hold him up. Well played, Johnny Evans.
No, not a foul.
What? Are you joking me? The liner's giving a free kick. Johnny sticks his foot out, wins the ball, the ball. Wilson falls over. Johnny picks him up to go up the line, and the referee puts his flag up. What are you watching there, Lino? Seriously. You're Leicester. Oh, he's given offside. Oh, he's come back to the offside.
Never mind, everyone. Never mind.
I'm bad. Great job, Lino. Fantastic.
Great job, Lino.
Put that flag up so commandingly.
I believed in you the whole game. I believed in you.
Just that bloke in the middle, I didn't have a faith.
What's Schmeichel moaning at? Just hit it, Casper, mate. Stop moaning. I know you love a moan, Casper. Just
Put
get
your
rid of
hands
it.
down, Wilson. He's moaning to Wilson, kept putting his hand in there. I think he's doing the YMCA for some reason. Ball headed out. Tillemans wins a header. Cassagna wins another header. Header again by Sarr. Chest down by Ndidi, who knocks it past his man.
Hey,
He carries on.
hey, yes, and did he? Go on, mate.
Barnes turns his
Barnes
man.
takes on his man.
1-on-1. One again. 2 men on him now. Gets the corner flag. Wins something. Corner ball. Has he got the corner?
Hopefully. You'd think
Yeah.
so.
Corner kick to Leicester. 70 minutes on the clock. Great rant.
Yeah. The most pointless rant YouTube has ever seen. I fueled the fire, to be fair, because I said it was a foul. You didn't even notice. I just said, it's a foul!
Let's have a corner. We're 70.
Can we just say as well, 6 Man City players are out of their game today against Chelsea. 6 positive cases. Torres, Edison, Doyle, Jesus, Walker and Garcia.
Madison to
here
whip
comes Fofana. Fofana on the head. God, Fofana.
If he scores, I'm running around the garden. Ball in. Madison whips it into over the goalkeeper. Back post. Johnny Evans misses it.
Handball! Handball!
Everyone claiming
Handball!
Everybody's claiming for it in the box. This got to be looked at because the ball bounced up and hit someone on the arm because Leicester don't call for that for no reason. Is the game going to be stopped? Yeah. Calm down, the referee. Calm down. Calm down. Ball comes up, drops over the back post, over Johnny Evans' head. Oh, his hands out. Oh, he's got to give that referee. I don't care about intent or anything. His balls, and ref, his hands out. Come off it. Drops.
What?
Not even giving it.
They're not even checking it.
Ball to Leicester on the attack again. Albrighton whips in. Tillemans!
Yeah! Get in!
2-0 Leicester. Forget the penalty. No one cares now.
Woo! Get in!
Mark Albrighton with a glorious assist. Doesn't just whip it in. Picks his man out on the low on the floor. Goal kick went terribly wrong. Fofana sliced the header. Catania wins it back. Tillemans at the little ball round the corner. Madison out to Albrighton. Picks his ball up. Runs.
It wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. Let it carry on.
And Madison with an assist. And it's Newcastle United 0, Leicester City 2.
So do we get the goal and the penalty? Do we get them both?
I'll take one. That's my dream team, boy. Thank you. And Vardy with an assist. I needed some points after Everton yesterday did me over.
Oh,
against West Ham Friday
night. Not another attack. Oh, there we go.
2-0 with just over 17 minutes to go and game set.
Who said take Albrighton and Yuri off? Albrighton and Yuri off? I'm not sure about that.
Don't get it wrong. Yuri's not had the most best of games he's played for Leicester, but that's his quality when you needed it.
Cheers, Gray. Gray's done a super chat or a super sticker every time we've scored, which is twice. And you did one before the match as well, so thank you, Gray.
Someone said 2-0 today, and I think it was Chris. Maybe said it this morning. Said 2-0 to Leicester. You might have got the score right, Chris, if you're watching.
Reese made a good point, Tom. I think Tillemans has been rather poor all game, but you keep him on because that's what he can do.
Yep,
which
exactly.
It's when last season, at the end of last season, when some people were suggesting you take Vardy off, like you keep, and same with Madison, mate. You know that Madison game against Sheffield United. Personally, Madison should have come off instead of Perez, but you get those players that can bring up one kind of piece of magic, and there we go. That's it.
And me and you slated him for that game, by the way. We're not just saying that now. We absolutely we sat there and absolutely slated him all game, saying this ain't good enough for him. Get him off. Time to turn on the sub. And when he made the sub and brought off Perez and Pratt on, it was like, hold a minute, what are we doing? You've not taken him off, but hey. But yeah, look, fair play, great finish by Tillemans. Yedlin's now limping. Just remember, this is the team that got a point against the champions. We've, got 2 goals today. They couldn't score against them.
Yeah.
And we are coming up to 75 minutes on the clock, 15 minutes to go, and see at home now, lads. No silly. 2-0 up. Let's see this game out. As I say now, this is for me where the game management comes into it. Newcastle have got to come out and try and play to get something. And
I'll tell you what, mate. You know these people that are doing the super chats and the super stickers. Fair play to you. Thank you very much. Especially this one here as well. I mean, look at this. What a 99, eh? What a legend. What a legend.
Looks like he was in a boy band, be honest, you mate, with that haircut. Was he in a boy band or something? Looks like he's got a blue or something. Just need a big white puffer jacket on.
It's a Nautica jumper. There we go. Lock, stop copying. Great. But yeah, wow. I mean, it's been a good game, mate. I mean, the first 15 minutes of the first half was quality. We started really well. After that, it was a boring game. Let's be fair. Even the pundits were saying on the Sky. Oh, ball in the top to Vardy.
Goal. Volleys.
Oh, the crossbar. Oh yeah. Oh, it's offside. It's offside. Hey, it's offside. Anyway.
It's blown his cheeks, Vardy's. But you know, what a ball! What a ball! And who was it who played the ball to him? Was it Albrighton? It was Justin. Justin comes inside left footed.
Oh, it's close.
Oh, it's been close. Ball over the top, bounces once, and he just smashes it. And it rattles the crossbar, and he laughs after because he knows how close that was.
Yeah. Never made a boy band. No, I didn't. Never made a boy band.
You'd only been a backup singer though, wouldn't you, mate?
No, I've got a good voice in me, mate. Did you not see my rendition of Let It Be? I think a lot of people did. No, not Let It Be. It wasn't Let It Be. It was Lean on Me. Lean on Me. Lean on me. When you... I'm not gonna
I've got a warning sticker like
come on, you Spurs, someone's put in the chat. Well,
Gordon Ramsay's better than
goodbye.
Arsenal.
Man, you're better than the AFTV ranters. Yeah.
We don't rant.
22 more likes and 75 in the chat. Guys, come on. There's 75 people in the chat. Just everyone hit the like button and we would love that. We would love that.
No. We've got rid of the Spurs fan. Don't worry about that.
Why is there a Spurs? Yeah, we don't know.
It's not nothing bad to do.
Came third in a 2-horse race, eh?
I'm just going to rollicking.
What, being
too loud in the shed?
In the shed, eh?
In the shed, in the bar. Too loud.
Oh, Kagla Soyuncu.
So they've seen Andy Carroll warming up, so Leicester now make the sub and bring on Soyuncu to man mark him for the next. I mean, I wouldn't put my money on Andy Carroll in a horse's race.
Look at the top. There's a Palace logo, mate, above your head. That must be me. Hold on. Has that been there all game? I'm not sure it's in Newcastle.
It was a Newcastle one, mate.
I think I know what the issue is. Hold on.
There we go.
There we go. It was me.
3 at the back, and off comes James Maddison. Fair play today. Been brilliant. Been brilliant all over the park at times. Started off probably a bit sloppy, but as soon as that, he settled down after taking the knock. And let's put it in the first half. He set the goal up for Vars, what was offside.
Tom, on Christmas in our family we had a little question, like not a Christmas question, but one of those games, yeah, as you all play with the family. And the question was, who is your celebrity crush, right? So what would yours be, Tom? Who would your celebrity crush be?
Is it man crush you saying or a crush?
No, celebrity crush, like female, like for you, for the men. Amanda Holden. Mine was Rita Ora. Right? My girlfriend is Kagla Soyuncu.
You got no help, mate. You need to get to the gym.
We're literally complete opposite people. We're complete opposite. He's a sportsman.
I don't want locks anymore.
he's a sportsman. I'm a lazy beep, right? He's got long hair. I've got short hair. What? Complete opposite. Someone says here, Kate Beckinsale. Let us know. Ooh, that's a foul, isn't it? Yeah,
a bit of foul, free kick, and yellow card to Justin. I'd say no. Yeah, Justin.
Get on board. Oh, that's made by. Oh, to be fair, Gray, good shout. Good shout, Keegan. Jay Cook, Rita Ora, she's mine anyway. But yeah, let's move on because we don't want to
it was
start
a foul,
getting
by the
some.
way. It was a foul,
What
by
locked his is Graham Norton.
Fofana.
But yeah, let's move on from the celebrity crush anyway. Let's move on from that.
80 minutes on the
Oh, wait,
clock.
one more.
Free kick to Newcastle.
Mine's Phil. Mine's Phil Holloway. Oh,
You
Jay
won a bit.
Cook. I'm not going to put them on screen, but that's a good one, Jay. Yeah, fair play, Jay. I'd go with that actually.
Newcastle free kick.
Soyuncu and Carroll there.
Having a little dance. I don't think Andy Carroll will be. Look, I mean, look, he's moaning. Andy Carroll's already moaning. The horse is already bolted, and he's moaning about being touched. Don't touch me. I might break a leg. Ball to come into the box. Coming up to 81 minutes on the clock. Whipped into the back post. Headed away by Fofana. Carroll with a volley. Goal. There we go. Causing problems already. Not what we wanted. Not what we wanted. Newcastle 1, Leicester 2, 81 on the clock. Free kicked into the back post. Headed away by Fofana. Fell.
Oh, he's onside. I was
box.
going to say the obstructing the keeper's view, but he's just onside.
Headed back into the box, and Carroll with a, well, what can you say? It's a spectacular volley as it falls to him, and he smashed it low and hard. I mean, Schmeichel is moaning about the offside here, so Cassagna's playing him on by a mile. Not a chance. This is going to be ruled out. There you go, Newcastle back in it with 9 minutes to play, and it's all to play for now. But that's not going to be checked. Casper, you can't moan. Casper ran up to referee and moan, but there's nothing to moan about. There's nothing to moan about. Timmy Cassagna was playing him on by a mile. As Leicester kick off with 8 minutes to go and go all the way back to Casper, and Casper launches back up the park. What can you say? Silly free kick to give in and around the area. Once they've brought on Carroll, you know how dangerous it is. Ali Sus, that was a fantastic. Yeah, it's striking off. But look, we all know Andy Carroll on his day can score absolute screamers. And that'll be a corner kick now to Newcastle. Pressure's going to come. Pressure is now going to come with 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes to go. Andy Carroll's first Premier League goals since West Ham 2018. There we go. Says it all, doesn't it? Records Leicester like to give.
I was just about to say that, mate. Yeah. First goal since, what was it, 2018?
Yeah, 2018 for West Ham. That's when his last.
Shock. And there's another one here.
No, what I mean, at the moment, they are literally trying to keep. Again, why is ball into the box? Carroll comes in, head away by Fofana, headed up, again headed away. Andy Carroll will try and keep up with this, but there's no in pace here. Fofana will run it out. Oh, Fofana's giving it away. Ball into Carroll. Tillemans tries to close him down. Carroll gives it away. Tillemans. Ball. Barnes. Look at Albrighton.
Barnes!
Look at
Oh
Albrighton.
my God!
The ball was there. Look for the switch. Albrighton was on his own. Look up, kid. You're brilliant, but you've got to do the basics. And that was a basic ball. Oh.
There we go as well, mate. Goals in the final 10 minutes. Newcastle are 8th.
Leicester
was that
first. Right? Yeah. What can you say? Frustration there for me on Barnes. Say frustration more because Albrighton was free down that right hand side. So free. Free as a bird. Tillemans picks it up, rolls it to Fofana, and Leicester have changed formation here. They've gone to 3 at the back. They've gone to 5 at the back now. Albrighton, does a little jig, steps inside. Oh, referee, come off it. You're not going to look at this, ref. Are you joking me, ref? So Albrighton gets tripped, looks like in the box. Referee doesn't give anything. Here we go. Let's look at the angle. Might not be. It just looked to me that there was an so it would have been soft to give.
Free kick though. It should have been.
For me, the first pull was outside the area by Matt Ritchie. It
should have been a free kick there. Yeah,
Ritchie
it should have been a free kick.
Back dirtily, pulls him back. It should have been a free kick to Leicester there. Oh, boys, we don't do things easy now, do we? Well, we got 7 minutes to go. 84 on the clock. And he's just gone straight through the back of Andy Carroll, I think it is. He's just mullered him, and Carroll's down holding his ponytail. Schmeichel boots it out. Enjoying your dinner, kid?
You're a big... What, me?
After all we talked about trying to look like Science, come on. He's eating chocolate and feeling depressed now, is it, Lox?
I wasn't eating. I was drinking. You should know me now, mate.
And inhaling liquid.
Let's not talk about that, yeah. Oh, Ryan, don't get negative. We conceded a goal, but we're winning the game. That's all that matters. Just lay it off a little bit.
He's right,
Sign into StreamYards. Don't know what you mean. But guys,
link for StreamYard. As soon as we'll get one put up at full time. I've got to find it.
Well, I've put it in the comments now, guys. But click at full time, not now. Full time.
Whack it in at full time, mate. Because otherwise, everyone would be on them just easy at the moment because it runs slow. Right, Newcastle win the free kick in their half. Vardy's having a little bit of a moan, saying take it back, and the referee's quite right. He told them take it back. Shaw will take this. We've got 4 minutes to go. I said it before. These are the wins you got to get if you want to keep at the table. Big wins away from home. We've done it all season near enough. That's the better performance, though, by the way, for them. Palace. We can't,
a lot
better. Cassania heads it away. Comes to Matty Longstaff. He'll play it wide. Whipped into the back post. Oh, headed away by Johnny Evans. Oh.
Newcastle nearly scored. They should have scored.
Wilson had a free shot. He was offside, by the way. So ball whipped in, came to the edge of the area, head by Johnny Evans, put back into the box, clipped in by Carroll. Oh, yeah, I mean, he's a yard offside. But for me, Wilson should be putting the ball in the net, even if he's offside. Steve Bruce is sticking his arms out, trying to catch a doner kebab. And
Wilson should have given VAR something to think about there.
Definitely. You've got to put the ball in the net. For a top striker in this league, you put the ball in the net. If that was Vardy would have scored that, mate, for fun. Vardy would have scored.
Mate, Carroll's winning everything, mate. Everything.
That's on the
lovely tackle there.
Slide
Go on, put Barnes in.
Barnes.
Harvey Barnes, go on!
Off his face to the goalkeeper and he'll go out for a corner. Smashing the goalkeeper in the face. Oh, Barnes, you killed the game off. By the way, Mark Albrighton wins the ball back superbly. Vardy sets Barnes away. He takes one touch and outside of his foot, outside the right foot, tries to flick it. If it misses the goalkeeper, it's in the back of the net. But it's smashed it. This is criminal if they score another. Barnes outside of foot. If it misses the goalkeeper's face, it's in the back of the net. Simple as that. And he just smashes it straight to his face. Another corner to Leicester with 2.5 minutes to go here.
But it's a cold day up there as well, mate. But it's a cold day. That would have hurt.
Corner to Leicester. Shaw jogs back. He's not looking very gingy at the moment, moving. Ball in by Tillemans. Great ball in. Ooh. Cassania. Ball back in. Still in the box. Headed away by Andy Carroll. You knew it was in with his big head and his horse-like head.
Justin
played
still got it.
Pulls it back. Oh, cross the box. The right back heel trying to skin Tillemans. Tillemans don't touch him.
He didn't get yellow. Yeah.
Can't touch him there. Going off. Ball up the line. Looking for. Well played, Johnny. Johnny comes in. First touch. Kills it onto his foot like a magnet to him. And then plays it away. But goes straight back to Newcastle with a minute and a half of normal time plus injury time to come. Ball whipped over the top.
Squeaky bum time, mate. Squeaky bum time.
Yeah. Headed out to Newcastle.
Barnes only scores for an equaliser.
Ooh, Harvey Barnes.
Shelby here. Shelby.
I think sets up back to the Newcastle right back position.
Another ball in.
Wilson edge the area. Tries to put. Oh, go away. Get your hand down, Wilson. That's embarrassing. He's trying to claim for a penalty there. Albright heads it away straight to Matt Ritchie. Well played, Albright. He drives it down. You've lost it, but you're pushing him back again. And again, they're going backwards, Newcastle. Keep running, Vards. I know you're getting tired.
Come on, lads. Come on.
Flip to the back post. Shelby's made the run. Pulls it across the box. All the way across. It runs and Cassania clears for another throw to Newcastle.
Tom, read that.
If you're feeling, well, you've not got COVID, it called supports in Leicester.
Mate, this is nervy, mate. This is nervy.
40 seconds of normal time plus the injury time to come, and
probably 3 or 4 minutes.
3 points this will be for Leicester today with the results over the weekend. Jacob Murphy. Is it Jacob or Jacob Murphy?
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, Jacob.
Yeah, throw into the box, head away, Cassania. In the back, referee. Come off, referee. There was a foul there. You bottled it. Ball out again. Newcastle throw. For me, Cassagna got shoved in the back as he was about to head that ball. Ball 1-2. Newcastle edge of the area. Plays it onto the right. Cassagna wins it back. And did he just
get rid?
Smash up the line? Vardy flicks it on. Vardy will run in behind here and try and catch it. John Joe Shovey comes over and covers. Gets it right because he mucks it up. Vardy's gone free. Ball to the back post to Andy Carroll. Missed it. Albrighton will have this. Albrighton will try and get a free kick here. Albrighton won it inside. Dudley man switched it to Vardy. Oh, he got lucky there, Sher, because he missed it. Vardy's in. Jacob Murphy runs it out to Leicester. Well played, Mark Albrighton. Made a big mistake a minute ago, and here
4 minutes. So 3 minutes left, really. Just over 3 minutes at a time left. Come on, lads.
Up to 50 seconds are gone in that already, that injury time. And let's have a throw on this touchline with the dugouts is Cassagna. Timmy Lasagna will take it. Timmy Lasagna. Got to get in, mate. It's almost now. Take your time, kid. There we go. Ball down the line. Harvey Barnes just hold it up. No, stupid. Hold it up. Plays it back to Timmy. Timmy will just run it back. Pulls it back. Oh, just switches it back down the line.
We'll do.
More times being killed here. And again, Newcastle are going to go long. They ain't going to muck around. They're going to go long. Kadalo plants the ball middle of the goal on the 6-yard line. Ball long, 2.5 to go.
And Didi will win that. Go on, lad.
Back again. Back for Newcastle. Ping pong. Cassagna wins it. Wilson wins it back. Newcastle come down the right-hand side. Jacob Murphy.
Didi. Yes, lad.
Finds Vardy. Vardy one-on-one with Shah. You've got 2 men to beat. Vardy in front of goal. Cuts inside one. Cuts inside 2. Pulls it to Albrighton. Oh, he gets under his feet. Pull it back to Vardy. Vardy will
He'll take it to the corner.
Flag. Well played, Jamie Vardy. All the experience there. No mucking around. Back to Justin. Justin to Ndidi. Out to Barnes. Barnes one-on-one with his man now. Have a run into Barnes. Comes inside. Plays it back to Cassagna's made the run. Cassagna down the left-hand side into the box.
Vardy's in the box. Go on. Harvey Barnes.
Shoots.
Oh, nearly.
Well worked by Leicester again.
A minute and a half left. 1 minute and a half. 90 seconds. That's all that's left. 90 seconds left. Come on, lads. Carl Darlow will get his ball forward from the goal kick.
Massive this is. Come on, boys. Big kick. Andy Carroll.
Lovely, Evans. Barnes wins it. Chase it down, Barnes.
To the left-hand side, Barnes. Go down short on the floor. Matty Longstaff will try and do it.
Wins that. Go on, Tillemans. Get it forward. Lovely. Throw in. Come on. A minute left. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Come on.
Last minute. Bang on now. 1 minute to go. Ball back out to the right-hand side. Back to Longscarf down this right-hand side. Inside. Plays it inside blindly. Just John Joe Sovey whips it to the back post. It's not in near. It's outside the box still. That's how far out Newcastle are. Back to John Joe Shovey.
Lovely.
Blocked by Ndidi. Well played, Ndidi. I thought Albrighton was going to win it. Justin wins it. There's the ball. There's the ball. Send Albrighton.
Albrighton. Lovely.
Won't get it. It's just overweighted.
Justin still got it.
Gets it. Justin. Pull back. Albrighton make the run.
They'll take it to the corner. They'll take it to the corner. Come on, lads. 20 seconds.
Foul, referee. Well played, Justin. Well played, James Justin.
Mate, this is, mate. We're managing the game well here. You know, in the last, because in the past, Leicester would have gone for it still. You know, still for the whole 90. And I like what we're doing here, mate. I like what we're doing here. We've got seconds left on the clock, guys. Seconds left. Added time is up.
Referee's going to
blow the whistle, ref. Go on, ref. He's got the whistle. Yes! Come on! Leicester City or Newcastle. Newcastle 1, Leicester City 2. What a result. Big result, Tom.
Fully deserved, mate. Fully deserved. The performance is fully deserved today. I know at the end we made this hard work. 80 likes. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant 80 likes. We made our work it towards the last 10 minutes, but that wouldn't be old Leicester without doing it the hard way. What can we say? We had the chances to get the third goal in the last couple of minutes when Newcastle were pushing forward, but hey, you're going to take that. That's a massive win after the results, especially with Everton losing on Friday night, taking a stride further away from them. brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Leicester today, and fully deserved 3 points for me. Fully deserved.
Yeah,
Here
and
comes
is
the
the
daddy.
boss.
The
Here's the
Messiah.
daddy.
The Messiah has arrived.
Calm down, boys. How you doing?
Oh, I'm buzzing, mate. Absolutely buzzing after that.
That was good, wasn't it? I thought we managed that quite well at the end. I know they got the goal back. Good strike from Andy Carroll, but I thought we handled that well at the end. I like the last 3 or 4 minutes. I kept shouting, "Get to the corner flags," and they seemed to be listening.
Definitely. Managed it well.
To be fair, it was something that I haven't seen too much from Leicester before. Heading to the corner flag and protecting the ball. So yeah, it was a very, very good win, and towards the end, hard fought win. But we've got it. 3 points, and is that third now? Yeah, third in the league, behind United and Liverpool.
Point behind them.
1
two
point
boys
behind.
there.
So, and I bet we'll be playing Liverpool not before too long. I'm sure January, February.
Yeah, indeed. I'm just trying to get the table up on the screen so that we can see it, but I'll get that sorted shortly. Yeah, it was a good game, wasn't it, guys?
Yeah, I'll drop out, Phil. I'll get the table sorted for you, mate.
Thank you, Lox. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to get as many comments in as quickly as I can. Ali watching on YouTube, just a big yes. Scoreline doesn't tell the story, says Ryan. I think it sort of does. I thought we won the game. We edged it. We were the better team, Tom.
Oh, massively. Like I say, the first half, 35 minutes, I thought Leicester did well. The last 10, Newcastle came back into it, and we didn't really bar the Vardy goal, get a clear-cut chance. And it was all about being patient, and the chances would come. We knew that. We saw against Liverpool, the other night, Newcastle gave Liverpool a handful of chances. They didn't take them. We've taken both of them today. And the strike from Maddison, what a hit. But my man of the match, and we'll say it now already, James Justin with another absolutely fantastic performance, not just sitting at the back, but his actual ability at the end there to read the game, go to the corner flag, take the foul, see the game out. Fantastic from James Justin today. Absolute brilliant.
We've just welcomed Jamie back to the show. We've just put who was the man of the match on Twitter. It's only just fresh up there, but Tielemans is on 39%, Maddison on 23%, Albrighton on 32%, JJ only on 4%. So it's interesting. A lot of people shouting for Albrighton and Tielemans. Jamie, give us your views on that.
Well, it was squeaky bum time at the end, wasn't it? That was for certain. When Carroll scored I didn't realise that was his first goal for 10 years for Newcastle. But anyway, it doesn't really count for a lot, does it now? But yeah, enjoyed it. First half was a bit slow and boring, but then we're like second half FC, aren't we? We always score goals in the second half. Made it hard work, but my man of the match, it was a choice between two. It was Yuri or Mark Albrighton, and I'll give it for Yuri because he scored the goal. I think his all-round performance, his link-up play. There was a couple of stray passes in the first half, but in the second half, it didn't run the midfield, but he was there and he was playing the balls out and he scored the cracking goal. So I would give it to Yuri. But with Albrighton, just, how I like Mark Albrighton, a bit like you, Phil. He didn't do nothing wrong. He was putting pressure on the defenders. He made a cracking tackle to win the ball. But yeah, Yuri Tielemans for me. Another 3 points, another away game. That's equal with the amount of away games we won last year already. After, 10 games we played away now, I think? 7? No, 9 we've played now.
Yeah, you said about Tielemans there, mate. Yeah, I mean, there were points he was sloppy in the game with possession at times, and he got frustrated at times with himself. But like we said during the commentary, that's why you leave him on the park for that moment of quality when you need it. And the ball to him, I mean, it was played pinpoint. You couldn't ask for a better ball to run onto, the weight of it and everything. It was just hit there for him to bury and put in the back of the net. So yeah, I mean, Tielemans was
cracking pass by Albrighton though to him, wasn't it?
Another assist. There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
underrated.
As many fans' comments on there as possible. We want to know who you think your man of the match was. Which was the better goal? 2 good goals. Could have been more. Harvey Barnes there at the end. If only Harvey Barnes could get them on target. He had two cracking chances to put it beyond doubt, Tom.
Like you say, he's one of those. If he lifts it over the goalkeeper's head by another foot, it's in the back of the net. He's on target. It's just unlucky. It's smashing him in the face. And then the second one, what we're talking, a foot either side of the post, is in the back of the net. Barnes played well today for me, though. Really caused problems for Newcastle down that left-hand side at times. And look, it was an all-round solid performance. For me, it's a 7 out of 10 performance today. It wasn't up there in the 8s or 9s how we can play, but a good 7 out of 10 performance from everyone, really.
Are you ready for the table, lads?
Yeah, come on then, Lox. Let's see it.
There we go.
That's
point
looking
behind.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we've played a game more, Jamie, but I'd rather have the points in the table.
Rather have the points on the board than have the games in hand, because we've been there before. Games in hand mean nothing. Look at the way the results are going nowadays. You just don't know what's going to happen, do you? So yeah, points on the board is better than having the games in hand, I think.
Can anyone see Arsenal?
I think they're somewhere down there.
Some Arsenal fan was saying they were going to finish above us during the thing in the first half, and I was just trying to see.
Yeah, you blocked him, didn't you?
Not him. That was a Spurs fan. We got rid of him.
Oh, okay then.
But that's a year. That's a year now, isn't it? You know, apart from obviously at the end of last season where we were fifth at the very end after the United game, we've been in that top four. We'll be in the top five for over a year. You know what I mean? So that's big. That's big.
But yeah, don't start me on that top six malarkey, Lox. Then we'll leave that one alone for a minute.
On Sky Sports, Man City. They were showing the Man City game. They were talking about the Man City game before our game had even kicked off. And they were showing Man City's games versus the top six. And we weren't even there. We beat 5-3. So
I think, look, Jono's keeping it real with this comment. 8 points from safety. Claudio would be proud of him.
He must have got Claudio on his bucket for Christmas. He's read that.
Indeed.
I wonder whether Rodgers will come out with one game at a time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like that table shows, we are in the mix again. It's nice to be sat here saying Leicester are, in our opinion, in the mix for the title. Let's not get carried away, but we are in that mix, aren't we, Tom?
Yeah, you've got to take it up there. I mean, we 1 point off. I know we played a game more, but you've got to be in and around there to win it. And at the moment, that away form is keeping us up there. If we can now get the home form right, and that's the massive now, if you can start winning these home games, then teams are going to fear you. Everton have been hit and miss all season. Well, sorry, Everton won the league in September. I forgot that, by the way. So did Villa as well. They won the league in September, but they've disappeared. But if we can get the home form right, for me, then yes, of course we can be talked to title contenders. Why shouldn't we? But let Sky talk about Man City and Chelsea and Tottenham and all the other boys. Let's just keep under the radar like we're good at. And at the end, if we're there and thereabouts, it'd be nice to just try and shoot in at the end and nick it.
Yep.
Lox.
Where's Michael? Oh, American Fox. He keeps commenting, but let's have Michael on.
Well, yeah, we've got lots of people. Let's get some on. I've put the link out there. I'll post it up again now, literally. There is the link. It's in the chat. Let's put J and R on together.
Oh, no.
Let's have them on.
No, that's 18.
That's the wrong side. Yeah. Tom, come on. Let's start with the Ross in the J and the R. Ross, what were your views on that?
Oh, very good performance. I was a bit scared at the end, and Andy Christmas Carol scoring, but obviously, we battled out there. What a tackle from Albrighton, though. You said that, Jamie. I mean, there's not many things that are gone about Brighton, but what a challenge. I mean, I think Barnes could have hit it first time, maybe, but it was a good save. Yeah, he actually saved it with his head. Is it Dubravka? Yeah. Saved it with his head. I think Darlow. Sorry, Darlow. I get confused.
Just Cardalo, his granddad was Ken Leake that used to play for Leicester.
All right. Didn't know that.
Back in the late 60s.
Keith
Darlow. And he used to take him. It's Carl Darlow. I changed from. I did alter it earlier. Yeah, he used to go down and watch Leicester. His granddad, Ken Leake, used to take him to the games, so he was an actual Leicester fan, even though he lives in Nottingham.
Well, it's his birthday today, so if you're watching, Dad,
not again. I'm not giving him a repeat. Happy birthday again.
He predicted the correct score of 2-1. So,
Jack, just to bring you in. Neil's talking about Wilf Ndidi getting back to full fitness today was massive. He did have a great game. We didn't even put him in the mix for the man of the match. Could he have been in the mix for man of the match?
Yeah, definitely. Wilf's definitely coming back to full potential. I do claim, though, that he is one of the best centre defensive midfielders in the Premier League, and he's only 24 years old, so there's still a lot of improvement with Wilf. And we've definitely got one of the best midfielders at our football club, and hopefully don't let him go anytime soon.
Yep.
Indeed, Lox, Mark has said this. Rodgers has got some seriously good headaches coming his way with players coming back into fitness, hasn't he? It was good to see Sionku coming on, and we think Pereira's not too far away, maybe.
I mean, when we were going through that good form, when was it? I think it was October or whenever it was. when we were beating Leeds and all them, my girlfriend's dad actually said, this is great. The headaches actually start, the problems start when you've got these players coming back. Cags featured today for a few, 10 minutes or whatever it was. It's massive headaches because Ricardo Pereira obviously is a fan favourite. His quality. I've always said he's technically our best player. I've always said that. But, you've got James Justin. He's playing so well. You can't just pull him out of the team, But I suppose the other way of looking at it is that we did it with Mendy. We pulled Mendy out, and indeed he's gone back in. So will they do it with Justin? Will they pull Justin out for Ricardo? I've seen other people say about can you bring Ricardo further up, right wing? Could you do that? I don't know. For me, Ricardo at right back is our best option, but I see where people are coming from. James Justin has been outstanding all season, so it's a difficult one, big time.
I know. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know who wants to jump in. For me, at the moment, there's no way I would be letting James Justin out of that first team.
Fantastic player.
No,
the Luton
I think he's become
Cafu, they call
undroppable
him.
a bit.
The Luton Cafu.
The Luton Cafu. They're not wrong, are they? They're not wrong in what they say, Luton. They knew he was going to be a fantastic player for England, and it's proving why we've paid all that money for him. And he's just getting better each game.
I mean, Rob's put in, could Pereira end up being a winger? When he first came to the club, there was talk of him playing further forward.
I think he will be, yeah.
He's quality going forward. We've seen it before. The goals he scored as well. Was it Man City he scored that goal against? Everton.
Yeah.
That Everton goal when he pushed forward, did a couple cut-ins, and scored a great goal. He's amazing going forward, so we could definitely see him there. But what I will say is I think there will be a bigger club that will come in for Ricardo Pereira in the future, in the next year and a half. And if they did, if we've got James Justin as the replacement, I'm not too bothered. He looks a talent. He looks talent.
Come on,
Charlie. What's your views?
Say hello, Charlie.
Hello.
Did you watch the match, Charlie?
I watched a bit of it, didn't you? I watched it game and we were playing Star Wars Monopoly as well, weren't we, at the same time?
and I'm playing. I'm watching some Minecraft.
Minecraft as well.
Minecraft.
And remember, who's having a party? Tell
Jamie Ford is having a party.
Yay!
Hey. Good lad.
I think.
Good lad.
I think my man. I think. Do you know what? I tell you what. For right back position, I think at the minute, Alexander Arnold's got a little bit of competition with James Justin at the minute. Because I tell you now, if the way that Justin's playing, if he continues like that, obviously not that level yet. Just make that clear. If he keeps playing like he is, he's going to give Alexander Arnold a run for his money at that right back position. But he's at Leicester, so they probably won't give him the time of day. But if he were at Liverpool or something, they'll probably put him straight in. But I would say, you said earlier, Tom, just then I was in the back about they don't talk about us. Make this better when they don't, because when they do talk about us, we seem to fall off the radar. So just let them all talk about the Man Cities and your Arsenal. Well, not Arsenal, but no, not Tottenham.
Not Arsenal. Or Tottenham.
No, none of them. Right,
Jack. Just before we let you and Ross go, Jack, who was your man of the match today?
Same as Tom, really. Tillemans or Brighton. James Justin not far behind for me. He don't deserve a 4% in the voting. Come on, he's fantastic every game, Phil. It's unbelievable how technically good he really is, and that's down to the management and the players he's working with at the club. That just shows the improvement in his game since last season when he first started, and look how far he's come as a player.
Jack and Ross, I'm going to let you guys go because we've got Michael and then we've got Chris and Sean.
Anyway.
Cheers, chaps.
All right, guys.
See you later. Thanks to Jay. Thanks to R.
I'm just voting now. I'm going to vote for Tillemans.
Well done. Well done.
Voted Tillemans.
What's the current scores on it? Can you show us?
Tillemans is 50%. Tillemans is 50%. Madison 18, or Brighton 29, and JJ now only 3%.
Tillemans is romping it.
Yeah, you're
160 votes.
Let's add in. I'm going to add Michael in, and then we've got Sean to come in. Michael.
Here's Michael.
Cheers, guys. Great win today. Great win. When I saw the team news today, the team sheet, I immediately said, this is what we've been waiting for. This is the team we've been waiting for. JJ, Fofana, Evans, Castagna in the back. Tillemans, Ndidi, Madison in the middle. This is the team we've been waiting for. I mean, a couple more weeks we'll have Ricardo and Soyuncu. And we were just better than Newcastle. We have better players than them. We have better manager than them. This game was never going to be 0-0. During the commentary, Tom was saying, it's okay that we're 0-0. We are a second half team. We have the best record in the second half, and especially in the last 15 minutes of the match. So to see those goals go in towards the end of the game was not surprising. And it was just a great win, even with the squeaky bum time at the end. I never thought this game was in doubt today. I never thought this game was in doubt. Newcastle, they weren't threatening. They have good players. Yedlin is from my hometown, and he played for Seattle Sounders, so we always root for him whenever he plays, but not today. And he was pretty good actually today, But Leicester City, we were just better than them, just better.
Michael, is squeaky bum time an American saying, or have you picked that up?
That we definitely picked that up from British television.
I mean, it was when I came on to Tom and Lox. I don't know who wants to pick up on this. It was nice to see us with a bit of game management at the end and actually controlling that last 5 or 6 minutes, which I think Leicester. I felt like we've learnt a bit from last year with how we were managing that out.
Today we came out.
Go on, Michael.
When I say that we have better players than them, today we came out with confidence and swag. We had swag today. When we got the ball in the final third, everybody's trying to do the little fancy passes, and everybody's making the sharp cuts and the quick cuts. This is the team that we want to watch, and the goals were just a product of that. It was amazing to see, and I mean it's 8 a.m. here. I jumped up off my bed, and cheered. It was amazing. And of course, I got my kegs.
Kegs and
eggs, Michael. Kegs and eggs.
I can't believe you drink it at 8 a.m. already. Who was your man of the match, Michael? Before we let you go.
Listen. If you go to the edge of the penalty area and throw a dart, an imaginary dart at empty stands after your goal, you are the man of the match. I'm going to give it to James Maddison. I love the formation switch where, I mean, it's not a switch, but he plays underneath of Vardy. Yeah. So he's more forward. He's not coming back and getting in Tillemans' way. Let Tillemans. There was a couple of times he was back there, and they were, yards apart from each other. But when Maddison is playing up front and laying off to Vardy, Vardy's laying off to him, we're gonna get a lot of goals the rest of the season if that's the way we're going to play from now on.
Michael, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you again next game. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Michael. Go Foxes.
Yeah, come on, you Foxes. Let's go.
Cheers, Michael.
Just about the game management, Phil. I was screaming the last couple of minutes into the corner, and then Barnes and Albrighton both put balls into the bottom. I was thinking, oh bloody hell, what's going? At that time of game, you just keep hold of it in the corner. You just take the ball and run to the corner. I know you don't want Newcastle to have any chances, especially with Andy Carroll up there. You just take the ball into the corner. I just wish they did that a bit more often. Then James Justin got it, and he showed he was like 30 instead of how old is he? 21, is he, James Justin? And he stood in the corner, won a free kick, and then that was game over. It's just nice to see if they just go in the corner a bit more often. I know it's a time wasting, boring, but it wins the game for you. It doesn't put the pressure on you. So I was feeling a little bit sick towards the end of it, to be honest.
Chris, thanks for joining us. How are you? Hang on, Chris, you've muted yourself. Can you unmute yourself, Chris?
There we go.
Chris,
there we go.
There we go.
There we go. Go on then, Chris. What were you saying?
I thought this was brilliant second half. I funny enough, I kind of predicted that's how it was going to go. I predicted that the first half was going to end 0-0, and it did. And then all of a sudden, the second half we were going to fight, and we did. And I love the fact that James Maddison, actually referenced my celebrity lookalike in Stephen Bunting.
Oh, the Pie Man.
Yeah, the Pie Man, yeah. I get told I look like him all the time, so I was just like, for him to then go like that, I was just like, oh, God.
Why did? Am I being thick? Why did he do the dart thing?
He
It's
took
a
part in
dart
a
championship.
virtual dart championship. Yeah, Madison. He took part in a dart. Again, he played Declan Rice as well, I think, as well. So
He's
yeah.
just said on his interview that apparently all the lads are watching the darts in the meal room last night. That was one of the reasons the celebration was done, by the way.
Yeah. Absolutely
It's like
makes sense.
Barnes loves a golf one, don't he? Barnes does. Harvard
Yeah.
does, so.
Chris, who's in the? I mean, people are talking in the chat there. I'll put a few up on screen about Fofana. Not to forget what a game, and he did have a good game there. Johnny Evans as well. I thought played well. The back line played well. Chris, who would you like to sing the praises of?
Personally, yeah, definitely Evans. Like Evans really got in tough today, and you know he had a few fouls against him to sort of prove that he really kind of went in and tight as tight as he could. When Andy Carroll came on, straight away I thought there's going to be another goal, but I also thought, is it too late? Because I thought with Andy Carroll coming on, we know he's brilliant when it comes to corners, and we're terrible when it comes to corners.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking. So when Andy Carroll came on, I thought, right, don't give away a corner. Don't give away a corner now, because otherwise there's going to be another goal.
Yeah, Jamie. Obviously, we've got. Before we go on too far, we've got Stoke on Saturday in the FA Cup. I think I'm going to say it, and I wouldn't normally say this. I'm not overly. I do love the FA Cup, but we're in the Europa last 32. We are, but we are in the Europa last 32. We are doing tremendously well in the Premier League. It's away at Stoke. I wouldn't be that disappointed. Should I say that if we got knocked out?
Well, no. I mean, we don't want to lose.
I don't want to lose.
Nice. I mean, I think Cags will play a full game. You'll probably see Big Wes play with him. Vardy might get rested, I think. Save it. What's the point in case he gets injured? Because he's had a bit of a problem with his dodgy hip that he's had for a couple of years. So I think you'll see a few changes. I don't think there'll be major changes, but yeah. Like as much as you just said, Phil, the FA Cup is still a little bit in my heart that I love the FA Cup no matter what. I know it's taken a bit of a downward step in every manager's in all the football now, but yeah,
Tom,
nice one in the FA Cup would be nice. But
it is.
I understand where you're coming from.
We haven't won though.
Well, yes, famously, Tom. I think there will be changes. I slightly disagree with Jamie. I think there might be a lot of changes for Saturday's trip to Stoke.
I think there'll be a lot of changes. I think Ward will be in goal. I think Justin play right back still. I think Amate and Sancho will be the back two. And
I was going to say, will our old pal Damari be playing?
No.
Luke
Thomas will come. I think he'll be on the bench. Luke Thomas will come in at left back. Probably Mendy and Pratt will sit in the centre. Perez will probably start maybe at 10, Nacho up top, and then Under and Barnes on the wings. I think there'll be wholesale changes. We then don't play to the following Saturday at 8 o'clock, remember? Is it? Yeah, 8 o'clock against Southampton at home next. So we've got a long wait. And then we've got 2 home games in a row, Southampton and Chelsea. 2 massive games.
I mean, look, Steve is saying to me here, he can't believe I'm undermining the FA. I know, I feel awful, but I'm turning into a big Club Charlie now, and I'm starting to say, listen, I think this season's going to be hard work with the coronavirus for all teams, let alone the fact we've got Europa, which I'd like to see us do well in. We've only been in the Europa League once ever. I know we've been in Europe a few times, but we've been in the FA Cup every year, so we will have another chance at the FA Cup, and I'm just like, we're doing so well in the Premier League. So, Lox, I am undermining it, I guess.
Phil, you're older than me, so you should appreciate the FA Cup more than me, to be fair, because obviously FA Cup in the last few years or in the last decade, it's been bombed out, really. No one really cares anymore. But for me, you know, we've won the League Cup a few times. What's that?
It's the 100 likes. I've just seen it.
Well done.
100 likes, yes, guys.
Well, we've got there. Cheers, all.
We've won the League Cup before, you know, a few times. Is it 4 times? I think.
4 times with the League Cup. Oh.
And we've never won the FA Cup before. So yeah, I agree with Chris. We've never won the FA Cup before, so I think that we should go for it. Last season we had Chelsea, wasn't it? We got beat against Chelsea. To be fair, I just want a trophy. So League Cup or FA Cup. I guess
League Cup. I'm on the Chris, I'm on the wavelength with CK. I just feel this season with everything that's going on. But What's your views, Chris? FA Cup.
Personally, I think if we're gonna, because I'm still not sure if we can win the league. I'm still not sure because obviously we still really need to get our home form up and scratch. So I'm not sure if we can win. So FA Cup might be the only chance we get of being potentially in the Community Shield next year. For us to, and I would love for us to be in the Community Shield again. And so, yeah, I think FA Cup's always been that trophy which we've chased and chased and chased. We've gotten to the final and we keep losing. We want that trophy.
Chris, thanks for joining us. I'm going to let you go. Okay, cheers for joining us.
No worries.
Yeah, chaps, it's an interesting one, isn't it, about the FA Cup? Sean, I'm going to get on. Just, Sean, hold fire at the back there. Lox, something's tickling you.
No, it's just, I don't know why I'm laughing, to be fair. It was more this. It was this.
Too many gins.
But I was going to say as well.
Yeah, we should do that.
You know, I'll have my say in a minute before we end, Phil. Because I want to say something about everyone who's watched and stuff. So come back to me.
There was one thing, Phil. Let's bring up. Hang on a minute.
That's what we ought to do. 150 likes on YouTube on the next watch along.
200.
And Lox.
200.
All right, then 200. All right, then 200 likes, because that's an impossible figure. 200 likes for Lox to
on
get
YouTube.
Because
200 on YouTube.
Yeah, because I did it once for the pool, and I had to get 300 people on my Sunday morning show, and it got shared around like crazy, and there was 300 viewers came on, pal. So expect it, mate.
Are we doing watch long for Stoke? For Stoke?
We're still live. We'll talk about that later, Lox.
Yeah. Tom, what are you doing, Tom?
Right. So during the show, there's a few things that popped up. I'll try and get some prices together because people are demanding this stuff.
They were demanding it. They were demanding that.
What, your bits and bobs, yes, Tom?
I will try and get a prize together. Maybe Phil can sort something out as a competition prize, but yeah, I mean, they are there. I'll sort something out and we'll get something posted on the old page. But there was quite a few people that jumped when I said if I could get them.
Well, let's do that then for the Stoke match. If we do, considering we're going to do a watch along, we'll get a prize sorted that we'll give away in the show.
I said that if we got 100 likes, which we now have, I would pay for 5 of them to be made and shipped out to the viewers. So
that's cost you, hasn't it, Lox?
5 of them.
The price yet? They're crystal glass. Those are, mate.
Listen, guys, just before we all go, can we just get Sean on? Sean, are you ready to come on? Are you all right, Tom and Lox, or do you need to go?
No, I'm all right.
Let's add Sean in. Sean, you've been waiting so patiently, mate. How are you?
I'm fine, you?
Good, Sean. Who was your man of the match today?
I think Maddison.
Yeah, I mean, he played ever so well today. Did you like his goal, Sean?
It was amazing. It was amazing. Oh, and I do think at the Stoke up match, it makes me a bit. It just makes me a bit nervous.
You're a bit nervous about Stoke. I think, Jamie, I think, listen, we should go to Stoke with whatever team we put out now. And I do sound a bit big time Charlie with this, but whoever plays for Leicester against Stoke should really come away with a win there, shouldn't we?
You would have thought so, yes. The side we've got, it should be good enough to beat Stoke. It's not like when Claudio Ranieri was here and we brought in Molly Wagyu or whatever his name was and made a hatful of changes. We've got a decent squad now to go to a championship side and beat them. Even if it's just a 1-0 win or a 2-1 scrappy win. Tom's having a disco now. But yeah, I think we've got a decent enough squad too. Even Sean's joining in.
Come on, Sean, give us a disco with Tom.
Yes.
Good lad. It's nice to have a Leicester win. We just need some disco music now, don't we, for the end of a match when we've won. What?
Yes.
That's the one.
We'll probably get done for copyright. It sounded so realistic, Tom, just like being back down at the King Power Stadium. Sean is showing. Is that new, Sean?
Yes.
Did you get it for Christmas?
Not exactly. No.
No. Well, it looks very nice. Anyway, mate. Sean, make sure you come and join us again for the Stoke match. We'll get you on before the game. We couldn't today, sorry, Sean, because we had Keith Gillespie on. But we'll see you again, Sean.
Yeah.
Give us a come on, Leicester, before you go, Sean. Come on.
Give us a come on, you.
Come on, you Foxes. And,
yeah.
And top of the evening. Yeah.
Sean. We'll see you later. Well done, Sean. As ever, great to have Sean on. Lads, just before we go, Stoke predictions. Jamie, man of the match today, the final figures, do you know what they are?
Hey, oh, right, hold on. Come back to me in a second. I'll have a quick look.
You have a look.
I didn't expect you. I was trying to get on Gallowgate Shots Fan TV, but they wouldn't invite me.
Yeah, it's funny how teams don't want to know you once they've just lost to you, isn't it, Jamie?
Yeah.
These are the fun scenes. Lox, just your final thoughts before you go.
Well, we all know it was a great win, great hard-fought win at the end with the goal back from Newcastle. But what I will say is, I'll try and remember the names off the top of my head. Gray, Fee, Dave Gavin. There was one more. Thank you, Jono. Yes, CK and Jono. So all of them guys, thank you for doing the super chats. We really appreciate it. It goes back into the channel. But more importantly as well, thank you to everyone who's watched me and Tom and Phil and Jamie as well throughout the show. Obviously, we carry on doing it because we enjoy doing it, and obviously you guys enjoy doing it. And thanks for heading over to YouTube and hitting the like button as well. Massively appreciated.
Tom, we'll leave you with a disco.
Happy take the win. We move on now. Stoke in the cup, followed by two mouth-watering games to me: Southampton at home and Chelsea at home, and sort the home form out, and we can really be classed as title contenders. And who would have said that? We'll leave it on that mark for me. But thank you to everyone who watched as well. Like I said, it is so much appreciated. Without you comments and everything, it's really does make these shows entertaining. So thank you again.
Brilliant. Thanks, chaps. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Lox. Thanks, Jamie.
Just before the go, it's 50% Tillemans, 30% Albrighton, 17 Madison, 3 JJ, and then the 6 comments, and 4 of them are saying, "Why haven't you put Evans there?"
Yeah, I think Johnny Evans could have gone in there, perhaps even Fofana.
Wilf. Yeah, even Wilf as well. So you just never know, do you?
I'm surprised JJ's had so few votes, because I do think, again, he had another outstanding game. But, hey, listen, that's what the fans are saying. Youri Tielemans is the fans' man of the match today. So thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Lox. We'll see you all, guys, very soon. I'll let those guys go. I'll get the last final comments into you. Stuart says, top show, guys. Thanks for that, Stuart. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments. Mike saying, who was man of the match? I don't know who the official man of the match was. The fans, and that's all that matters, have just voted and given it to Youri Tielemans. So Youri was our fans' man of the match. Patrick saying, will Jamie go for a Desmond against Stoke? No, he'll probably change his mind for that one. Yeah, I can see him already there, nodding his head and saying, no, he's not. Do you own the rights to that music, says Don. Thanks, Don, watching all the way out in the States. Don, you need to come on, mate. Stop watching and commenting. You need to get on this show. We always say that, please. Fee says, thanks for the show. Always loves it. Thank you for that. You're going to mail some bits to the States, says McBizzle. Yeah, I'm sure we can. Michael, who is watching out in, I think, Seattle, says, you're going to mail some of those bits. Of course they will do. Kaysen says, thank you very much. As ever, don't forget, tomorrow night, 7:30, it is the Fan Zone show. That will be with me, just me and you talking tomorrow night, which will be nice. I'm looking forward to that. I want to talk about transfers tomorrow night. I really do. I know I'm bleating and repeating and moaning, but I want to see us go and sign somebody this January. If we want to win the Premier League, I think a signing or two would do. And I want your views. That's at 7:30 tomorrow night. Then what else have we got on this week? We've got Lox's show on Friday at 7:30. Bloody hell, fire. Saturdays at 3 p.m. kickoff. Jamie will get to do an aftermath show on Sunday. So join us for the watch along on Saturday from 2:30. Jamie's show will be live at 10 a.m. on Sunday. So as ever, a busy week here on Leicester Fan TV. It's nothing without you guys watching. So thanks as ever, and we'll see you tomorrow night, 7:30.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pal Ben. ADT Taxis, Beatme, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Men's UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.